Welcome to an uncharacteristically warm late October day where the 5th-ranked Blazers take on the Muleriders from Magnolia, Southern Arkansas in their flex-bone offense on this Hallows Eve. The Blazers are still undefeated and trying to avoid a scare from Southern Ark. The Wonder Boys of Arkansas Tech are on top of the standings, still undefeated as well. Both teams are lining up to be in the playoffs this season. Alongside Matt Militano, I'm Brice Zimmerman. The Blazers are 2 games away from undefeated conference schedule. Southern Arkansas today. What do the Blazers have to do, focus on for a chance at victory today?
Well, the Blazers have been very inconsistent this year when it comes to stopping the run, and this Southern Arkansas team has a very efficient option offense. But the key to this game is shutting down the QB, Damian Melancon, who leads the Muleriders in passing and rushing yardage per game.
For the Valdosta State offense, a few changes in the lineup. Your starting X receiver is number 28, freshman Travis Taylor. Your left tackle, number 67, Will Shelton. Preseason All-GSC Torrey Howard gets to start at left guard, and Leighton Cooley is the center. He'll wear 68. Kelvin McDavis is the right guard, and Gerald Davis, wearing number 56, is your right tackle. Your wide receiver is number 6, Bama Adams, and your quarterback, Florida State transfer, Fabian Walker. Your running back, number 25, William Milton, and Tyran Robinson is the halfback wearing number 20. Your H receiver, number 4, Tyler Ront, and Z receiver, 85, Zach Parker.
And starting for the infamous Valdosta State Black Swarm defense is number 91, Tim Thompson at defensive end, number 99, Calvin English at D tackle, nose guard, number 77, Terrell Tuma. And at the other end, we have number 97, Derek Hill. At strong side linebacker, number 8, Donnie Daniels. Middle linebacker will be Cody Thomas, wearing 45. And at weak side linebacker, we have Gio Blaylock, number 37. Starting at cornerback, Sam Reynolds, number 31. At the other cornerback position, number 24, Michael Flood. And at your rover, Spencer Fortson, number 35. Free safety, Calvin Roberts, number 38.
Your Valdosta State special teams punting the ball will be number 41, Travis Didwell. And perfect field goal kicker, Will Rohde, 17 for 17 on the year, will be kicking the field goals. We'll be back here on VSU-TV with the opening half action. Stay with us.
Immerse yourself in another culture and another way of life. Experience everything life has to offer you. Embark on your own course of adventure as part of a summer study program in London, Paris, Italy, or Russia. Studying abroad is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The memories and friendships gained will be a life-changing experience. Savor the moments and culture. Discover the world around you. Be part of a summer study program in London, Paris, Italy, or Russia. For more information about summer study programs abroad, please contact the Center for International Programs at 333-7410.
Welcome back to VSU-TV. The Blazers have decided to return the kick as Southern Arkansas won the toss and deferred. Valdosta will receive on the right end of your screen. Back deep will be Vincent Brown and Tyran Robinson to kick it for Southern Arkansas. Number 27, that's Tony Greco. He'll kick off. Southern Arkansas 4-5 on the year, 2-5 in the Gulf South Conference. Started off well by winning the first 2 games, beating Texas A&M Commerce 21-19, and then East Texas Baptist. Then they lost 5 straight. They're coming off victories over West Georgia and West Alabama. The Blazers have won 7 straight. And here's the kick, Muleriders and Blazers. It's a pooch kick. They don't want to give it to Vincent Brown. Runs up, fields it on the bounce. Brown's got some room to run. There goes Vincent Brown, utilizing the holes. And the pooch kick once again doesn't work for the opponents against the Blazers and Vincent Brown.
Vincent Brown all year has been very successful on special teams, going right up the middle. He's been great on special teams this year. He fields a punt off a bounce. They pooch kick it. They don't want to get it in his hands, but he gets it anyways. What a nice return for Vincent Brown. As you remember last week, he returned 93 yards for the touchdown. against North Alabama, continuing his special teams play.
Now Fabian Walker and the Valdosta State offense take over. This Southern Arkansas team is allowing more than 33 points a game this season and over 412 yards of total offense. 3 receivers bunched out to the far side. Raymond Thomas all alone to the near. It's a fake draw play. Fabian set to throw. Back in deep coverage are the Mule Riders. Fabian pressured, throws it, and it's picked off. It looked like he tried to throw that one out. It's picked off by number 47 linebacker Chad Carner. In the first play of the game, Fabian Walker coughs it up.
Fabian Walker, he's been pretty inconsistent all year so far. Don't want to pick on the first offensive play of the game. Not a good start for the Blazers.
The 6th interception this season from Fabian Walker, and now we didn't even get a chance to really introduce the Valdosta State offense, but here comes the Mule Rider offense and Damian Melancon.
Damian Melancon is very explosive in this offense. Running the option attack, leads the team in rushing and passing. Watch out for him, number 10.
Donald Butler, Torrance Jones, and LaRon Sylvester in the backfield out of the flex bone. Rolling out to his right. Set to throw, he finds his man Johnny Fields, the tight end, who's taken down by Sam Reynolds, a gain of about 11 or 12 yards. It'll be a Mule Rider first down, so the first play they come out, roll out of the flex bone and throw.
Big mistake by the Blazers to turn it over, and it looks like the Mule Riders are going to capitalize. Damian Melancon rolls out to his right, finds his big tight end. Nice gain on first down.
So first play from the Mule Riders is a completion. The first offensive play for the Blazers was an interception. 14 minutes, 23 seconds remaining. We're in the opening quarter of play in sunny Valdosta, Georgia. Sylvester, Butler, and Jones in the backfield. Torrance Hoyer all alone with Sam Reynolds on him. He's their leading receiver, accounting for over half of Butler's throws. But here's Butler, excuse me, it's Melancon. He's got a gaping hole, rumbles down inside the 5 on the option keeper. And the Blazers had nobody on Melancon.
All year, the Blazers have been unsuccessful at stopping the run. In this game so far, no difference. Damian Melancon just sprints out to his left side. Huge hole, no one there at all. Just a lack of performance on the Blazer defense so far.
Then a missed tackle there by Fred Dunn. If Melancon had been any faster, it would have been an easy Southern Arkansas touchdown. 13:53, Mule Riders deep within Blazer territory. You'll remember the Mule Riders 2 years ago here at Bazemore-Hyder Stadium. We're up 17-3 at the half before the Blazers came back and blew them out 41. So there's the toss to Torrance Jones. He leaps into the end zone. They're going to mark him out at the 1 as he almost got in there. Athletic play there by Torrance Jones, their lead back.
Nice play by Torrance Jones, like you said. Gets to the outside. Gets to the outside right here. Trying to get to touch that pylon, make it a touchdown, but the refs rule him out of bounds at about the 2-yard line.
Actually fumbled the ball out of bounds as he jumped and knocked it out with his own knee. 13 minutes, 36 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. First possession for the Mule Riders. They took over after a Valdosta State interception. Chad Carner came up with the pick. Sylvester in the backfield. It's a quarterback sneak. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mule Riders. And Southern Arkansas strikes first, and this is a trend that the Blazers have seen from a few visiting teams this season. Delta State, West Alabama, and now Southern Arkansas all scored first in Bazemore-Hyder this season.
As you can remember, when we played Delta State here at Bazemore-Hyder, they jumped out early, but the Blazers rebounded. We'll see how they can react to this early lead by Southern Ark.
David Korf, 6-foot sophomore, kicks the extra point up and good. And I tell you what, this is a no-nonsense offense for the Mule Riders. They don't take a lot of time calling plays. They don't take a lot of time getting ready, and they didn't even take a lot of time on the extra point.
They just ran it up the gut the whole drive, ran it all around, all over the field, testing the Blazer defense, daring them to stop the run.
Watch 2004 live award-winning election coverage program that will be seen here on VSU-TV starting at 8:30 p.m. Tuesday, November 2nd. Watch as all the breaking political news pours into the VSU studio. That's November 2nd on VSU-TV. 13:33, Mule Riders strike first. And we got our first look at Damian Melancon, and you got to be impressed so far.
Definitely you got to be impressed. Like I said in the opening, Damian Melancon seems to be the factor already in this early game, even though it is early in the game. We'll see how Vincent Brown can do on special teams again. They probably won't kick it to him.
I'm surprised that they even kick it in his general direction. I mean, you don't have much to choose from kicking to Tyran Robinson or Vincent Brown. Either one can burn you. But Vincent Brown's been known to do it recently in the past 4 or 5 games. Kick it to Tyran Robinson. If you're a Southern Arkansas coach, you might be preaching that. They're going to go once again to Vincent Brown. It's another pooch kick. He'll field it at the 26. Brown's looking for blockers, trying to find a way up the middle. 3 Muleriders bringing down at the 32-yard line. 13-28 Blazers take over on their second offensive possession of the day. First one play, a turnover from Fabian Walker. And the Blazers are going to try to rectify that. Down 7-0.
See how they react to the early interception by Fabian Walker. See if they can put a drive together.
Blazers in all black. Southern Arkansas with the white tops and the yellow shorts or pants. 2 to the far side. Fabian Walker hands it off to Tyran Robinson on the counter. A gain of about 1. There's a flag on the play.
Tyran Robinson with the carry. Penalty marker on the play.
The Blazers trying to see if they can establish a running game, just as the Muleriders have.
13-23 in the first quarter. 7-0. Southern Arkansas strikes first. Blazers moving backwards. It looks like it's going to be on them. Big number 75, Richard Collier, a 6'7", 335-pound offensive lineman out there on the field for the Valdosta State Blazers.
Remember, game programs are available at all gates at no charge. Also, the concession
And it is on the Blazer offense. That'll back them up. First 2 offensive possessions for Valdosta State so far hasn't gone well.
2 plays, 1 for a penalty, the other for an interception. Blazers move back. It'll be first down again. And about 20 yards. 3 receivers to the far side.
That's a 10-yard penalty. It'll be first
Tyran Robinson actually lined up in the slot. Bama Adams and Zach Parker. Raymond Thomas all alone to the near side. Walker. Set to throw. Finds his man Raymond Thomas. A bad throw by Fabian Walker. Thomas on a little button hook came back, and he had all the time in the world. Fabian Walker underthrew him. A good completion there by Raymond just to hold on.
Raymond Thomas runs a great route, beats Trey Lewis. Trey Lewis is looking for Raymond Thomas to go deep. Raymond Thomas just cuts back wide open. If Fabian Walker would have thrown a nice ball there, he could have gone for 5 or 10 more.
12 minutes, 37 seconds in the first quarter. I formation for Valdosta State. 2nd down and 10. That was a 10-yard gain on the completion to Raymond Thomas. Senior Fabian Walker here on Senior Day in Valdosta, Georgia. Under center. Handoff is to Tyran Robinson. Nothing doing. The Valdosta State offensive line couldn't provide a hole. And I tell you what, this Southern Arkansas team, though they've had trouble on defense all year long, they've got some tacklers out there. Keenan Washington, their leading tackler with 89 on the season. Number 40, Augie Berend, a linebacker with 62. Chad Carter, who had the pick, has 60 tackles. And Cecil Ellis, a free safety, has 57.
The Blazers can't underestimate the Muleriders today. Even though their record shows they're at 4-5, still a very dangerous team.
They've won 2 straight. The Blazers have won 7. Something's got to give. 3 receivers to the far side, Adams, Taylor, and Parker. Fabian set to throw. All the time in the world finds Bama Adams. It'll be enough for the first down. Good catch by Bama as he just finds a hole in the zone.
Nice pass by Fabian Walker also. Just sneaks it right in there past the defender. Fabian Walker drops back to pass. Checks off his first option, hits his second option, and Bama Adams for a nice gain.
Good tight spiral on that throw from Fabian Walker. No huddle offense. Parker to the far side. Taylor, Adams, and Thomas to the near. In the backfield, Tyran Robinson for your flamed red and black. Handoff is to Tyran Robinson. He's going to try to bounce to the outside. Looking for blocks. He's got nothing. A gain of maybe 1 or 2. But Southern Arkansas really staying tough on their assignments, not giving Tyran Robinson any movement, any area to move into.
Tyran Robinson keeps using a stutter step, not really going anywhere, running sideways. It's not going to get you positive yardage.
About 11 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Blazers down 7-0, 2nd down and 9. 4 receiver set with Tyran Robinson in the backfield. Walker in the shotgun. It's a screen pass to Tyran Robinson. Missed block by Torrey Howard, but Tyran cuts upfield. Good block, 2 flags on the play. It's going to be a holding call Raymond Thomas might have been called for that one. Travis Taylor as well. A great game by Tyran Robinson, but some holding and some illegal blocking downfield.
Very nice run by Tyran Robinson. Squeezes down the sidelines, but as you said, it probably is a holding call on Raymond Thomas. Tyran using his blocks. Maybe blocks were illegal.
Fabian Walker and Coach Hatcher, a good little play call there. Get the ball into Tyran Robinson's hands with some space to move.
Tyran cuts out to the outside. You can see at the bottom, Raymond Thomas holding his hands up, saying he didn't hold anyone as Tyran gets tackled down, but the refs caught him.
Number 5, Chris Abizam was the victim on that holding call, and it'll be 2nd down and 9 again. 3 receivers set, 2 in the backfield. Vincent Brown and Tyran. Leighton Cooley getting the orders from Fabian. Muleriders showing blitz. Augie Barind on the line. Here he comes. Fabian set to throw. Once again all the time, and he's going to take off and run with it. Fabian Walker up to the 47-yard line, close to the first down. It'll be 3rd and about 1.
Good coverage for the Southern Arc defense. Fabian Walker just breaks through the middle, runs into the ref. Fabian Walker can't find anyone when he drops back. Great coverage on the play. So he just tucks it and runs, tries to get anything he can, pushes the ref out of his way, and almost gets the first down, 3rd and 1.
3rd down and maybe less than a yard. Under 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. I formation. William Milton is your fullback, your tailback 7 deep. Vincent Brown. Handoff is to Brown. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not sure if he got it. We'll see where the spot is, but I don't think he got the first down. It'll be 4th and 1 in decision time for Coach Hatcher.
That's right. I don't think he did get it. What a great push by the Mulerider defensive line. Overpowering VSU's O-line so far. The Blazers haven't had anywhere to go on the running attack.
Watch for a fake punt here. Zach Parker in. Tidwell to punt. It is a fake punt. Here's Tyran Robinson. He's got more than enough for the first down inside the 40-yard line. And I'd hate to say it was a predictable fake call, but the way they lined up, if you've done any scouting, you'd know that the Blazers don't line up in a punt formation with 2 running backs in the backfield.
Gutsy call by Coach Hatcher, but I like it. He gets the first down. Nice run by Tyran. You almost could see it coming like you said, but good call. Get this to see if they can get their offense started.
3 receivers to the near side. No huddle offense. Thomas, Adams, and Taylor. To the far side, Zach Parker all alone with Chris Abizam on him. Noisemakers in the crowd here from Southern Arkansas fans who traveled all the way from Magnolia. Over the middle, Bam Adams off his fingertips. He found the seam route, found the spot in the zone to get to. Fabian delivered it. Bama heard footsteps.
Nice pass by Fabian Walker. Like you said, Bama heard those footsteps. After he dropped the pass, Fabian Walker drops back to pass right here, finds Bama instantly right over the middle, but Bama Adams looks to see the safety coming over for a huge hit.
2nd down and 10, 8:54 remaining. Down 7-0, the Flamed red and black. This has been a successful drive for VSU on their 2nd possession. Clay Calloway in the game to the far side. And it's a screen pass to Calloway, trying to use his lead block, brought down by Cecil Ellis. Good play there by Ellis to snuff out the play.
Southern Arkansas's defense has been very impressive so far, not letting a big play happen. Not really yet, besides the fake punt. You can't underestimate Southern Arkansas at this point.
8 minutes, 27 seconds. Blazers in the huddle. 3rd down and 7. William Milton in the backfield along with Vincent Brown. Calloway in the slot and Raymond Thomas to the near side. Walker finds Brown out of the backfield, cuts back to the middle, tries to squirt upfield inside the 30. It's not going to be enough for the first down. Good coverage there by the Muleriders on some zone defenses.
Now we'll see what Coach Hatcher has in his bag of tricks now, see if he goes for it. It's only 3rd down. No, it's 4th down and about 4.
4th down and 3 for the Blazers.
Looks like the Blazers are going to come on and be safe with it and kick a field goal.
The Blazers' leading scorer per game, 9.5 points a game. Will Rohde on to kick this one. The ball will be spotted at the 36. It's another fake. Tyran Robinson squirts upfield. Tyran, he's got some room to run into the end zone. Tyran Robinson, the second fake. Matt, you called it. You didn't think they were going to kick the field goal. What was in Hatcher's bag of tricks? A direct snap out of the field goal formation to Tyran Robinson, goes around the right side and walks into the end zone.
Hey, it's Halloween Eve and it's time for all the tricks, and Valdosta State is getting the treat so far. Valdosta State, what a nice run by Tyran Robinson. Gutsy call by Hatcher, but it works.
Will Rohde on to kick the
7-6, a 7-6 lead for Southern Arc. The kick is up. It is through. Keenan Washington almost got there.
Will Rohde's extra point.
But the Blazers tie this one up with 7:17 remaining. Here in the first quarter of play, Valdosta State ties it at 7 with a good drive and 2 trick plays. Coach Hatcher doing it again.
Just like last week, Coach Hatcher kicking the onside kick, and the Blazers recover and go on to win the game 24-20. 2 tricks already in this game, a fake punt, a fake field goal. Now they're tied up with a very good Southern Arkansas team.
Aside from the Ouachita Baptist game where the Blazers actually didn't pull away until the 4th quarter, a final score of 40-19, almost every game this season has been close. The Blazers have not had an easy win and now bound for the playoffs if they continue to stay in the number 2 spot in the South Regional poll and win today's game. And against West Georgia, Valdosta State would be able to get a bye. Do you think that that would help or hurt them in the fact that they played all these close games? Do they need a break? Speculation at this point, of course.
A bye week could probably help the Blazers get a little rest, help heal, some sore thighs, sore bodies. But if you keep going straight on through the playoffs, you keep that intensity up, you keep that heart going, and be able to pull out a tough game in the playoffs.
7-17 in the first quarter. Michael Green's kick is deep, caught by Stephen Ashley in the end zone, and he's going to try to pull it out. Ashley hit at the 14-yard line. What was Stephen Ashley thinking?
Bad decision by Ashley. Fielded about 5 yards deep in the end zone. The other return man, number 4, D.D. Hollyfield, told him to stop, told him don't run it out. He decided to, and he didn't really get anywhere.
Ashley, a 5'5", 158-pound sophomore from this great state of Texas. 7 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the first. Now we see the Southern Arkansas offense that walked downfield basically on this black swarm with the option. Damian Melancon with a large run that set up a 2-yard touchdown run from himself. Here we go with an option pass. Throws out to Torrance Jones. Caught for a gain of about 13 yards. And once again, Southern Arkansas moving the ball with ease.
I'm very impressed with the Southern Arkansas offense so far in the game. They've been able to run and pass at will. Damian Melancon throwing to his wide receiver, Jones. Nice gain.
Jones, the leading receiver other than Torrance Hoyer on the team. He's also the team's leading rusher other than the quarterback, Damian Melancon. So he's second in 2 categories, but a big part of this Mule Rider offense. Flex bone once again for Southern Arc. Blazers showing blitz. There's the option, it is dropped. Blazers fall on it. Spencer Fortson lands on it. Some plays after Torrance Hoyer going after Sam Reynolds. No flag called, but the Blazers come up with a fumble, and Southern Arkansas playing that option game. Blazers all over that one.
When you run the option, when you run the ball as much as the Mule Riders do, you're going to fumble it. And just prime time for the Blazers to recover after 2 trick plays on a scoring drive, recover the fumble in their own territory. Kind of a heartbreaker right there for Damian Melancon.
Well, the pitch was good. I think Torrance Jones just took his eye off the ball. It looked like he was going to get tackled for a loss anyway. The Blazers come up with it. Callaway to the far side, Parker in the slot, and Rod Dalton to the near side. Some size out there for Valdosta State. Fabian Walker set the throw, underthrows Callaway. Good pressure there by number 49 for the Southern Arkansas Muleriders. That's Dedrick Thompson, a junior defensive end.
Thompson put great pressure on Fabian Walker. Fabian Walker just tried to get rid of it before taking a sack, which would have been a loss of about 7 yards. Good decision there by Walker.
6:54 remaining in the first quarter. Blazers 2nd and 10 from the 28-yard line. Once again in prime scoring position. Dalton and Callaway in. William Milton and Vincent Brown in the backfield. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. Walker finds William Milton. He's got some room to run. Milton, after a gain of about 7, knocked out of bounds by Chris Abizam.
So far, after the first 2 plays of the games, the interception by Fabian Walker and then the penalty, the Blazer offenses look pretty decent. Fabian Walker, he checks off all his options, doesn't see anything he likes, so he dumps it out to William Milton, who runs down the sideline, makes it 3rd down and 2 for the VSU offense.
3rd and short, 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this quarter. It's the first of play here at sunny Valdosta, Georgia. Uncharacteristically hot, scorching hot for late October weather.
Sun is out today here at Bazemore-Hyder.
Stop a play because Chris Abizam, number 5, a senior cornerback for the Muleriders, was down on the sideline. And now it appears we'll be set to play. I formation for Valdosta State. Milton is the fullback. Vincent Brown, the tailback. Cowbells ringing from the Riders fans. There's a pitch to Vincent Brown. Doesn't look like he's going to get the first down. Maybe to the 19. We'll see where they spot it, but an interesting play call there, trying to use Vincent Brown's speed around the corner, but the Muleriders used their speed in the linebacking core to knock him out of bounds.
John Jones, number 26, sprints out there to the sideline. Nowhere to go for Vincent Brown. So the Blazer offense is going to have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Rhodey to kick it from the 27-yard line. Ken Barnett is the holder. Snap. The kick is up. It is straight through the uprights. Will Rhodey remains perfect, and the Blazers take a 3-point lead. Now up 10-7 with 6:33 remaining. A pretty good drive. You get 3 points out of the turnover from Southern Arkansas.
Costly mistake by the Muleriders, and the Blazers capitalize on the short field position and take a lead here, 10-7.
Listen to WVVS Sunday from 9 p.m. until midnight for your dose of nostalgia called Lest We Forget. Skip Gildersleeve will present the 7th annual Oingo Boingo Festival this Sunday night on Halloween. Get ready to dance. Call 333-5611 for your requests.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Will Rhodey's 18th field goal of the season.
Rhodey kicks his 18th of the year, 18 in a row. Sets a VSU record now. So Rhodey, perfect. Now last week against North Alabama for a 44-yard attempt, Coach Hatcher brought in Michael Green. He didn't have Rhodey in there. Maybe to preserve the record?
Will Rhodey's kicked field goals from even further than 44 this year, so I don't really know why he would do that, but the Blazers are very lucky to have such a great kicker come playoff time. That's going to be very important in a close game.
It has been in the past, playing teams like Carson Newman, Catawba, both of which are in the top 6 in the South region. A high skying kick. D.D. Holyfield will take it. Holyfield out past the 20 now to the 22. And you saw that number 6, Stephen Ashley, after his mistake on the last one, not out there to receive the kick.
Mulerider head coach probably wasn't too happy that after he was told to not come out of the end zone, he decided he wanted to get him out of there.
About 6.5 minutes remaining. Blazers up 10-7 on Southern Ark. The Black Swarm defense has already forced 1 turnover today. looking to do it again. Alfonso Hopkins in the game as your rover for Valdosta State. Scott Foss in as a safety. Calvin Roberts actually got the start for today's game at the safety position. Butler in motion. Timeout called by Damian Melancon as he didn't like what he saw on the field. 6:28 remaining, 10-7. Valdosta State leads. We'll be back on VSU-TV with the rest of the first half.
The Blazers are going to win the national championship.
Join the champions this fall and help the Blazers defend their national championship. For reserve seat or single game ticket information, call 333-5890. 6 home games are on this year's Valdosta State schedule, including visits by traditional rivals Albany State, North Alabama, and West Georgia. Blazer Football 2005. Join the champions.
Back here on VSU-TV, 1st and 10 for the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders on their own 22. Had to call a timeout on their first possession, or first play of this possession. Before they even got the snap, they had to call a timeout, so they weren't prepared to receive the ball and call a play, or didn't like what the Blazers defense was bringing. Willie Johnson now in the game in your interior line. Cody Thomas showing blitz along with Scott Foss. Donald Butler in motion. This is the play they were going to try to run. A lot of motion in this offense. The shift is the Butler, and he drops it out of bounds. The option not looking so clean at the moment. The second time that Melancon's toss has been dropped.
Melancon tossed it right to his man, but he wasn't even looking up. He wasn't prepared for the toss. It hit him in the face mask and bounced out of bounds. Melancon, see, he holds up his arms. Donald Butler wasn't prepared for the pitch. Lucky for Arkansas State that the ball didn't stay in bounds. Almost another turnover.
2nd down and 12. It's a loss of 2 on the fumble, and it's 6:22 remaining here in the first quarter. Valdosta State looking to stuff Southern Arkansas. Kept by Melancon. He's going to hold on to it. Brought down hard. First hit by Cody Thomas, and then brought down by Alfonso Hopkins, a Cairo, Georgia native.
Nice hit by Alfonso Hopkins. Levels Melancon when he's trying to get around the outside. Finishes him off. No gain on the play. Melancon jumps to the outside. Nowhere to go. This Black Swarm defense stepping it up after the first couple of drives.
Saw Melancon with 2 hands on the ball. 2 receivers set this time with Donald Butler right off to the tackle. Rolling out to his right is Melancon. Chased down. The pass is incomplete. Nearly caught by Torrance Hoye. It would have been close to a first down, but pass is ruled incomplete. And it'll be 4th down for Southern Arkansas, and they'll have to punt this one away deep in their own territory.
1 fumble that went out of bounds for Southern Arkansas. 2-yard loss. A no gain on an option keeper by Melancon. And now the Blazers look to receive the punt in good shape. Held the Mule Riders on that possession.
Raymond Thomas and Bama Adams back deep to receive at the 35-yard line. Tony Grieco to kick it away for the Mule Riders. Clouds have moved into the area to cool things off a little bit. Grieco's kick is a short one. It'll bounce down to the 40-yard line exactly, and that's where Southern Arkansas will down it by Johnny Fields, a reserve tight end. 5:25 remaining. Blazers up 10-7. They'll take over with good field position on their own 40.
Blazer offense able to score in the last 2 possessions. See if they can carry that over into this next possession. Mule Rider defense been able to stop the run so far. It's been Fabian Walker doing it with the pass.
Flag on the play, face mask against Southern Arkansas, which I believe means that that penalty will be tacked on to the punt, so it'll be a 15-yard penalty, and now the Blazers have excellent field position on the Southern Arkansas 45-yard line.
Second drive in a row they've started in Southern Arkansas territory. Shouldn't be too hard for them to move it downfield, but that Southern Arc defense, it's looking pretty tough.
Valdosta State on their fourth offensive possession of the day. Up 10-7. Two receivers to the far side, Callaway and speed tight end Zach Parker. In motion, Tyler Ront from the bottom of your screen. Handoff is to Tyran Robinson. He's gonna sneak through the middle, brought down by a couple of Muleriders, a gain of about 8 yards from Tyran.
Tyran Robinson just slipping off defenders right there, right up the middle. Looks like they're gonna try to establish the run here. Tyran takes the handoff, moves to the inside, follows his blocks, and gets right by a couple Mulerider defenders.
Brought down by Augustus McCoy, who's notable number 98 for his hair flapping out of his helmet. Robinson in the backfield, 4 receiver set for the Blazers. Once again, time to throw, and he's going deep to the end zone. Rod Dalton not going to be able to get there, a little bit too much on that one from Fabian Walker, but a good idea, one-on-one coverage. Rod Dalton's got the size advantage.
Coach Hatcher trying to go for the jugular right here. Fabian Walker just puts a little bit too much on it, too much for Rod Dalton, but a nice matchup over here to the near side.
3rd and 2 for Valdosta State. They've converted a couple times on 3rd down conversions and a couple times on 4th down conversions. 4 minutes, 42 seconds remaining. Up 10-7 Valdosta State. Callaway, Parker, Arant, and Dalton are the receivers. Walker over the middle finds Zach Parker. Good enough for the first down inside the SAU 30-yard line. First catch of the day for Zach Parker, who leads the team in receptions by people not named Tyran Robinson.
Fabian Walker sneaks it right by Keenan Washington. Almost got a hand on it. Fabian Walker drops back to pass, just rifles it in there to Zach Parker, his huge target right up the middle.
6'4" Lowndes County product has been an integral part of the offense this season, replacing last year's tight end, Andre Zellner. 4 receivers set once again for Valdosta State. Walker, a little shuffle pass to Tyran Robinson. He's going to try to beat Keenan Washington. Probably not a good idea. A gain of about 4 on the play. Tyran Robinson looked like he was going to try to juke out Washington. Would have been better off running around him.
Nice call there. The shovel pass almost faked me out. Tyran Robinson. Here Walker just pitches it up to him. Number 20, Tyran. Takes it up the middle, but he gets leveled by Washington, though.
3 receivers to the far side. Clay Callaway, Tyler Ront, and Parker. Rod Dalton all alone to the near side. Cecil Ellis asking Abizem if he needs help with him. Keeper from Fabian Walker. Good block there by Zach Parker. Fabian inside the 10 on that keeper. And once again, Fabian Walker, his elusiveness coming in handy and then gets put into the play calling of Coach Hatcher.
Fabian Walker showing us what he can do with his legs, just like Melancon. Fabian Walker, nice gain, about 13 yards in the run, brought down at inside the 10-yard line. As you can remember, this drive started in Mulerider territory, so not far for the Blazer offense to go.
Scott Palmer in the game as the fullback for Valdosta State. Tailback is still Tyran Robinson. I formation. Fake toss. Fabian Walker holds onto it. Jukes his man, throws it into the end zone. Clay Callaway, the touchdown. What a great play by Fabian Walker. Just sort of freelancing. He's got this whole side of the field to throw to. Finds Clay Callaway.
Fabian Walker fakes the pitch. He looks for Zach Parker down the left sideline, but he doesn't find him. So he just lofts it over the head of the defenders to Clay Callaway for a VSU touchdown.
Rhodey on to kick the extra. Up and good as usual. 2:56 remaining. Blazers up now 17-7. And you see what Fabian Walker, how different, how far along he's come from the beginning of the season. He's a different quarterback. He's much more confident. He still makes some bad plays. You saw him throw the interception earlier in this game. He's underthrown a couple passes, but when you need him, he comes through with a big drive. And last week against North Alabama, a 24-20 Blazer victory, he scored the game-winning touchdown with 32 seconds left after directing a drive downfield. He's starting to become the field general of this Blazer team, and that's what you got to have out of your quarterback.
Fabian Walker, besides the first play of the game with the interception, has made good decisions. Throwing it, lofting it over to Clay Calloway, hitting his tight end, Zach Parker. Good play from your quarterback for the Blazer offense.
It's Calloway's first catch of the day and his first career touchdown for the freshman.
Starting it off right here in Bazemore-Hyder at Valdosta State.
His 11th catch of the season, and Clay Calloway is really a guy that I think Coach Hatcher is going to utilize more often in the coming years. He's just a freshman this year. He was recruited as a quarterback, a 6'2" kid. He can throw the ball. He's athletic. He's got good hands. And what you need in Coach Hatcher's offense to survive is to be versatile, and that's what he's got. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play. Blazers up 17-7. Some turnovers from Southern Arkansas has done them in. This one to be fielded by D.D. Holyfield at the 3. Holyfield's got some speed, and you see him use it. Now using his blockers up to the 32-yard line. D.D. Holyfield with a good return.
Great return by Holyfield. A couple of missed tackles diving at his ankles. Couldn't bring him down, so he runs up to about the 31-yard line. And we'll see what Damian Melancon can bring to the table this time. Last drive, fumble, no gain on the play. Damian Melancon looks to direct his Mule Rider offense down the field, see if he can get him on the scoreboard.
In the flex bone, a receiver to the far side, and Torrance Hoyer to the near side with Terrence Bell on him. Michael Flood in the game for the Blazers. This time Melancon keeps it. A gain of about 3 yards as the Black Swarm defense all over that one.
Melancon doesn't want to force another pitch in there if his running back isn't looking. Maybe afraid of a fumble again. Melancon looking for the pitch here, but he just tucks it and runs up the middle. Gain of a couple.
Dedrick Morrison and Spencer Fortson in on that tackle. Melancon getting the play call for the Mule Riders. 2 minutes and 11 seconds and counting here at Bazemore-Hyder Stadium. Glad to have you with us here on VSU-TV. Melancon holds on to this one. A gain of about 1 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
Blazer defense, Coach Anders, looks like he's changed it up a little to stop the run. Remember the first drive, Melancon and the Mule Riders just pretty basically ran downfield. Not so in the past 2 drives. Black Swarm coming into its true form here on this hot, sunny day.
Minute 37 remaining in the first. Southern Arkansas taking their time as the coach goes through the signs on the field. Play clock is already down to 6. Melancon barking out the orders. He gets the snap off in time. 3 receivers. Melancon's going to take off and run. Nobody had him. Slides ahead for the first down near the 44-yard line, but the Blazers, no one stuck and spied on Melancon when he dropped back in the shotgun formation.
That's where your running quarterback can beat you. Melancon drops back, doesn't see anything he likes, so he just takes off. Melancon, leading rusher, sprints to the outside and then finally gets taken down.
A lot of pressure on this junior, Damian Melancon, to run the offense, to decide when to pitch the ball, when not to. He is the key ingredient to Southern Arkansas's success. Here's Torrance Jones rumbling up the middle to the 49-yard line.
Southern Arkansas is trying to just dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to just pound it downfield with the option up the middle, around the outside. Just wear down the Blazer defense with their running game.
It'll be 2nd and 4. Torrance Jones gained 6 on the carry. And Southern Arkansas really slowing things down. Clock continues to move, just under 22 seconds. So should be the final play of the quarter. Melancon holds on to it, and Tracy Flanoy into the backfield to tackle him for a loss.
Nice solo tackle by Flanoy. Melancon can't sneak his way through for another first down, so he just gets leveled. Melancon fakes the handoff, but he doesn't even see that from behind he got big number 94, Tracy Flanoy.
That's the end of the first quarter here at Bazemore-Hyder Stadium. The Blazers, after giving up 7, go on a 17-point streak to be up 17-7. We'll be back on VSU-TV with the second quarter.
Somewhere around the world, there are men and women of the armed forces risking their lives, helping rebuild communities after natural disasters, collecting toys for needy children, tutoring kids in school. These are your sons and daughters who work to keep us safe, secure, and free. Dedicated men and women who put their country first.
Valdosta State University, the pathway to success.
I love VSU because from the moment I came here, it's just been like a second home.
This place was just like home for me, and I love it. I'll always love it.
Just above the Florida border, VSU is a second home for students from all over Georgia, 47 states, and 58 countries. A quality university degree, a unique second home, a great location. Valdosta State University, your pathway to success.
The Blazers are going to win the national championship.
Join the champions this fall and help the Blazers defend their national championship. For reserve seat or single game ticket information, call 333-5890. 6 home games are on this year's Valdosta State schedule, including visits by traditional rivals Albany State, North Alabama, and West Georgia. Blazer Football 2005. Join the champions.
Back here on VSU-TV, glad to have you with us. The start of the second quarter, 3rd down and 4. A big 3rd down conversion for Southern Arkansas. They've fallen behind 17-7 after jumping out to an early 7-0 lead. Here's Melancon. The pitch outside to Torrance Jones. He's got a lead blocker and the first down. Leaps over his own man. Knocked down finally by Donnie Daniels, but more than enough for the first down. About a 15 or 16-yard gain from Torrance Jones.
Another option play by the Muleriders. Melancon pitches it out to Torrance Jones, where he catches it this time. Runs around to the outside. Follows his blockers, sprints, jumps over his own man, and then gets taken down by Donnie Daniels.
Torrance Jones, not necessarily a menacing figure, 5'8", 168, a senior running back, but a few years ago, here at Bazemore-Hyder Stadium, he got into it with middle linebacker Jason Cost. And Cost got the best of him. Maybe Melancon set the throw. He's going wide open to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Arkansas. That's number 33, Keundrick Lucius, a freshman, 5'7", 185 running back. Right out of the backfield, just completely slips under the radar of the Blazers.
Blown assignment here when Damian Melancon finds his man, number 33, wide open down the side of the field, just slips out there.
Keundrick Lucius.
Lucius gets the touchdown.
Who would have ever thought that he'd come up with a big touchdown catch? The extra point is good, 14:22 remaining, and Southern Arkansas jumps right back in this one. It's a 3-point game once again.
Southern Ark showing that they have a lot of heart, that they don't give up. They've won 2 in a row, looking to make it 3 here, only down by 3.
This is a team that last year was projected to either win the Gulf South Conference or tie Valdosta State for it. So they're a year removed from being thought as one of the best teams in the Gulf South.
And the Blazers really can't overlook them. The Blazers having a couple of trick plays to get their offense going, and then Melancon for the Muleriders finding his men down the field.
Did you know that every 8 minutes another family needs help from the American Red Cross? Please help people in need in your community by donating at 527 North Patterson Street, 2nd floor. That is your local American Red Cross chapter in Valdosta, Georgia. Set for kickoff here. Korf to kick it away. 14:22 remaining, 17-14. Valdosta State ran off 17 unanswered, but then Southern Arkansas just scored, and now the pooch kick once again at the 21-yard line to Vincent Brown, and here he goes. Vincent Brown trucking along all the way to the 49-yard line, and why would you ever kick it in his direction?
Even with a pooch kick, Vincent Brown shows he's extremely explosive on the special teams. Vincent Brown, they continue to kick it to him. He just follows his blockers, uses a burst of speed to get to the outside, and then cuts back inside. Huge gain on the play.
Deceptive acceleration from Vincent Brown, number 14 in the black. Two receivers to the far side, audibling it up is Fabian Walker. Vincent Brown now to his left. There's Walker. He's just going to throw it to Brown, looking for lead blocks. Brown tries to make some people miss. It'll actually be a loss of a yard on the play. So that time, Vincent Brown couldn't get open.
Coach Hatcher trying to utilize his playmaking abilities in Vincent Brown after the nice return. Goes to him again on a little screen pass. Loss of a yard.
We'll see if VSU goes back to the run in the first quarter of play. 9 rushes for 71 yards. It was the most effective. 69 yards passing from Fabian Walker. 9 of 13. He did throw a pick. 1 touchdown run from Tyran Robinson, and then the touchdown pass to Clay Calloway. 4 receivers, 3 to the near side for the Flame Red and Black. 6-step drop, throwing to Tyler Ront, looking for a blocker. A gain of about 2 before he's taken down by the Southern Arkansas defensive back.
Muleriders swarming to the ball once Tyler Ront catches it. Fabian Walker checks off his options, doesn't see anything he likes, tosses it out to Tyler Ront. Nowhere to go for him for the swarming Mulerider defense.
3rd and 7, Valdosta State, another conversion attempt here on 3rd down. Raymond Thomas, Bam Adams, and Ront to the far side. Zach Parker all alone to the near side with Trey Jones on him. Walker set to throw. Goes over to Parker. The pass is cut inbounds. Good play there by Parker. Will come back hook there to the outside. Nothing that the defensive back can do. Zach Parker's second catch of the day.
A little bit of a mismatch with Trey Lewis on Zach Parker. He's only 5'8", 166. Zach Parker, an overwhelming target for Fabian Walker down the sidelines.
12 minutes, 38 seconds remaining here in the first half. Thomas and Ront to the far side. Zach Parker and Bam Adams to the near side. Hand off to Vincent Brown. Looked like he was wrapped up, still on his feet inside the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the play from Vincent Brown, and 2 or 3 guys looked like they had the wrap on Vincent, but couldn't take him down.
Vincent Brown's been very effective so far in this game. Tackler's just slipping off of him. You look like he was going to go down right there, but he just keeps going, trucking, moving his legs for a gain of about an extra 5 or 6 yards after initial contact.
Ront and Thomas to the far side. Fabian Walker in the shotgun. Vincent Brown to his left. Zach Parker and Bam Adams to the near side. Bama in motion. Hand off to Vincent Brown. He's going to try to counter to his left. Not much doing there for the Blazer running game. It'll be 3rd down and still 1 yard to go.
Fabian Walker hands off to Vincent Brown. Fakes a handoff to Bam Adams around the end. Maybe setting up a play in the future for a reverse to Bam Adams. You know the Coach Hatcher likes to run that play and use Bam Adams' speed around the outside.
11 and a half minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Time ticking away. Valdosta State up 3 points. A Rhodey field goal sandwiched in between 2 Blazer touchdowns. I formation. Handoff is to Scott Palmer. Tripped up in the backfield. He'll be close. Blazers looking to convert on 3rd down again.
Scott Palmer getting a rare handoff going his way on 3rd and short. Blazers don't want to settle for a field goal. And they do get the 1st down.
11 minutes, 2 seconds remaining. Valdosta State in the huddle. They've mixed it up quite a bit going into the huddle and the no-huddle offenses today. Thomas and Adams to the far side. Zach Parker all alone to the near side. Palmer in the backfield with Vincent Brown. We've seen 5 running backs in the game for Valdosta State. There's Fabian throwing deep to the end zone. Bam Adams using his speed, and he caught it. What a catch, Bam Adams. And you see Fabian Walker just loft it up, throw it into space, let Bama go get it, and he does.
Bama Adams with breakaway speed. Fabian Walker, he knows who he's going to the whole time, and Adams, number 6, right down the middle of the field. Bama Adams knows where he's at in the end zone, gets 2 feet in. Nice catch by Bama Adams.
You only need 1 in college play, but 2 counts just the same. 23-14 Blazers on top. Rhodey to kick the extra. It's up and through as usual. 24-14 Blazers restore the 10-point lead with 10:34 remaining in the 1st half.
Every time the Muleriders show any kind of life, the Blazers seem to just suck it right out of them with another scoring drive.
Need help with college algebra or other mathematic problems? Watch Math Mosaic Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock with host Dr. Charles Keisey. Stop worrying and start learning. That's Math Mosaic Tuesday nights, 7 o'clock, VSU-TV. The band likes the Blazer math that's going on right now. 24 points, another answer to the Southern Arkansas scoring drive. Valdosta State's offense has not been able to be stopped other than that 1 interception to start off the game.
Yeah, Fabian Walker just knew he threw a mistake in that pass, trying to throw it out of bounds. I think it just slipped away from him a little bit, but so far, besides that, the offense has looked very good.
Now Southern Arkansas, who's had a couple big plays, result for 14 points. Michael Green to kick it for VSU. Ashley and Dede Holyfield back deep. This one will be to Holyfield. He'll field at the 5. He's got some speed. Holyfield to the outside, and now he's busted it. Holyfield around the corner. Chased out of bounds by the Blazers, but Holyfield more good field position, and this Southern Arkansas team really does have a good special teams unit.
Special teams, a pretty big factor on both sides of the ball so far in this game with Vincent Brown for the Blazers and Holyfield for the Muleriders. Holyfield just fields it, bust out to the outside, a couple of missed tackles on special teams coverage. The Blazers look like they're just diving at him, but he just sprints around the outside. What a massive gain on the play.
Good field position for Southern Arkansas. It'll be at their own 38-yard line. 10:25 remaining in the 2nd. 24-14, Blazers on top. In motion is Keandrick Lucius. Now back in motion. Penalty on the play. Looking like it'll be a delay of the game on Southern Arkansas, and they'll move back 10.
Damian Melancon taking his time with his offense so far, maybe reading the defense. Taking his time in the huddle, he wants to make sure he gets the right call. Both of these offenses so far in the game have started out with great field position. They haven't had to go too far.
10:25, no time off the clock for that penalty. Damian Melancon trying to get things rolling again for the Southern Arkansas Muleriders. One of the more unique school nicknames and logos in the Gulf South Conference that is littered with them. Here's Melancon, set the throw, nearly intercepted by the Blazers linebacker William Montford.
Nice play by William Montford. Damian Melancon throwing into coverage, throwing to an enormous amount of coverage. There's about 3 or maybe even 4 Blazer defensemen in the area of the receiver. Mistake there by Melancon. Didn't haunt him with the interception, but if he keeps making mistakes like that, it's going to be hard to march down the field. This Black Swarm defense is a very good defense.
Though the pass wasn't accurate, it was strong. Melancon has shown that he's got a pretty good arm. He's not just an option quarterback. Collier coming out to the near side. Sylvester in the backfield with Melancon. Doesn't like what he sees, calls a timeout. So with 10:20 remaining, Blazers on top, 24-14. We'll be right back on VSU-TV with the rest of the second quarter.
I got a ham sandwich and some pretzels. You want some pretzels?
Nah, I gotta trade you some cookies or something.
Like what?
I don't know.
How about an orange?
Get it. Hey, Jay, you got anything?
Don't ask Jay.
Why not?
Jay never has anything.
What's up with that?
Hey, you on a diet or something?
Yeah, a diet. Jay's on a diet. That's all right, man. We understand. My mom's on a diet.
Back here on VSU-TV, the band getting into things, 24-14. Valdosta State pleasing the Blazer Brigade. 10 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Melancon with 3 receivers out there, one of which is Keundrick Lucius, who scored the last touchdown. And the snap is dropped, but picked up by Melancon over the middle to Johnny Fields, the tight end. Gain of about 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Low snap to Melancon, but he recovers quickly. Finds his man down the middle and Fields for another first down play. Melancon, low snap, but gets it up over his head and rockets it down the middle. Like you said, a very strong arm, but from the Muleriders quarterback.
3rd down and 9. Valdosta State defense trying to stop Southern Arkansas on yet another 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Wide open over the middle, Johnny Fields, and he just rumbles over 4 Blazers, have to take him down. Blazers brought the house on the blitz, and they pay for it. Seam route up the middle from tight end Johnny Fields with a lot of room to run afterwards.
Fred Dunn on the blitz takes out Melancon's legs right here, but Melancon gets it off just in time to a wide open receiver right down the middle. Just rumbles through. Big gain on the play for the Muleriders.
Johnny Fields, 6'1", 233. Once that train gets moving, it's hard to stop. Blazers show blitz again. Gio Blaylock. Now the option. Pitches out to Torrance Jones. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Close to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss on the play for Valdosta State's defense.
Spencer Fortson makes a nice tackle on the play. Blazer defense so far in this game has been pretty good against the option attack from the Southern Arkansas offense.
9 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. 10-point lead for the Blazers. They have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Southern Arkansas has burned 2. Holyfield in the game to the far side. He's got dynamic speed. Torrance Hoyer also to the far side. Johnny Fields split out to the near side. Set to throw, it's an option run. Designed quarterback run, hit hard by William Montford. It was Melancon, and he pats him on the helmet and says, good hit. That's a sign of a tough-nosed football player.
Melancon makes a nice run there, jukes the socks out of Gio Blaylock. Designed quarterback draw. Melancon jumps to the outside, just jukes Blaylock out of his socks, dives forward for a couple of extra yards. This Southern Arkansas quarterback showing how tough he is running and throwing the football, taking the hits in the pocket and on the outside of the field.
3rd down and 3, another 3rd down conversion attempt. Handoff is to Holyfield. He's not even going to come close. His second effort might actually gain a yard, but Holyfield taken down by Tim Thompson.
Holyfield hit hard by Tim Thompson. Looked as if it was a loss of about 2 on the play, until a second effort pushed him through for about no gain.
It's 4th down and 2 yards, and it looks like Southern Arkansas is going to go for it. Interesting move here by Southern Arkansas. They're only down 10 points. Blazer fans starting to get into this one. Flex bone offense. It's held on to by Melancon. He's going to go deep. He's got a man, Johnny Fields, but he overthrew him. Wide open, Johnny Fields. It would have been an easy 6 points. Melancon overthrows him, and you see the disappointment in his face.
Steve Quinn, the head coach for Southern Ark, decides to go for it on 4th down, fakes the run up the gut, and Melancon just held the ball down by his side, hit it away. No one saw it, but he missed his receiver down the field, number 84. Johnny Fields, wide open down the middle of the field, would have definitely been an easy 6. Missed opportunity for the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders.
David Korf, their kicker, is 9 for 13 on the season, so he's not a bad field goal kicker. Great play call, didn't work out. Good play action from Melancon, but now the Blazers take over. Fabian Walker in the shotgun. Walker looking for his man. He's got all sorts of time. He's going to take off and run. Walker jumping ahead of Augie Berend. It'll be a 1st down for Valdosta State. Second time Walker's taken off out of the pocket and gained significant yardage.
Been pretty decent coverage downfield by Southern Arkansas. Fabian Walker couldn't find his man. He was looking for Zach Parker and then Clay Calloway. He just decides, hey, I'm going to take care of it myself. Runs downfield for another big gain.
7 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in this one for the first half of play. Thomas and Callaway to the far side. Zach Parker all alone on the near side with George Penrice on him. Screen pass to Raymond Thomas. Thomas jumps upfield to the 50-yard line, a gain of about 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 3 for Valdosta State.
You know, Travis Taylor got the start here in today's game, but you haven't seen him that much. Walker passes out to Raymond Thomas, who tries to utilize his speed and squirt up the middle, but not quite enough, only gains about 2 or 3 yards.
Thomas 3rd on the team in receptions as a sophomore. He and Barrett Wilkes, last year starting quarterback for the Blazers, had great chemistry together early in the season. Thomas got hurt. Didn't play that much towards the end. Trying to rectify that this season. Handoff is to Tyran Robinson. He's got room. Even if Tyran Robinson doesn't have room, he creates room and gets down to the 40-yard line.
Tyran Robinson's so shifty. He just hides behind his offensive line and uses quick bursts of speed in his feet. As you can see right here, using his blocks, Blazer offensive line gets flipped over, his head's over heels. Tyran Robinson takes it for about a 10-yard gain.
6 minutes, 14 seconds remaining. Thomas and now Travis Taylor in the game to the far side. Callaway and Parker to the near side. Walker hands it off again. This time Tyran Robinson bounces to the outside. He's got room to run again. Taken out about the 26. And Valdosta State continues to move the chains.
Tyran Robinson, 2 titanic runs right in a row. He just hopped to the outside right there. Gets another big gain for the Blazer offense. Blazer offense running game has been pretty effective so far here in the second quarter.
Under 6 minutes left in the first half of play. Thomas and Taylor to the far side. Same formation for Valdosta State. Tyran Robinson in the backfield. Fabian Walker, the signal caller. He's looked good so far today. 24-10 Blazers lead. Shovel pass once again. Tyran Robinson. Lead block by Torrey Howard is a sick one. Finally brought down inside the 15. But Torrey Howard absolutely leveled his man and allowed Tyran Robinson an extra 5 to 10 yards.
What a great fake by Fabian Walker. Fabian Walker, I thought he was going to pass all the way. He holds the ball up for about 2 or 3 seconds, then shovels it to Tyran, where Tyran just blows through the middle. And here comes that nice block, barely out of view in the screen. Blocking downfield, very important for the offense.
5.5 minutes remaining. Blazers threatening. 24-14, looking to push the lead. Vincent Brown has entered the game, and they hand it off to Vincent. Brown up the middle and through. Touchdown Valdosta State. Vincent Brown with a little bit of a delayed handoff sees the lanes open and trudges on into the end zone for 6. Blazers up 30-14.
When you have two great backs like Tyran Robinson and Vincent Brown, you can just interchange them whenever you want. This time they put in Vincent Brown. He just busts up the middle, barely even touched, grabbed by a couple of hands. Pretty much just walks in the end zone for a VSU touchdown.
Just a junior, Vincent Brown. On senior day, Tyran Robinson, his last regular season home game as Rhodey kicks the extra point. Robinson has scored a touchdown and maybe the future for next year's running game. Vincent Brown just scores. 5:14 left in the second quarter, and the Blazers have taken a 17-point lead.
Blazer offense looking very impressive on that drive, taking it all the way down the field. That's exactly what you want to see and exactly what you see from Coach Hatcher's Hatch Attack offense.
The Talking Book Center at South Georgia Regional Library invites senior citizens to take a talking book. Talking books are books recorded on tape for those that are visually impaired or cannot hold a book. Don't stop reading, learning, and enjoying books just because you're getting older. Call 333-7658 or 1-800-246-6515 to participate. 5 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in this one. Blazers looking to write their own history books. Trying to go undefeated in conference play and win an outright Gulf South Conference crown if someone can knock off Arkansas Tech. They place Harding and Central Arkansas for their final 2 games, and Blazer Nation is hoping that one of those teams will knock off Arkansas Tech, undefeated overall this season. Coming out of nowhere, Jason Campbell, the quarterback.
Who knew Arkansas Tech would have such a great year in the GSC and overall, like you said, undefeated on the year. Blazers want to hop in front of them in the standings, so they'd have to lose for that to happen.
Fortunately, they don't go head-to-head. Michael Green's kick is caught, and he went down on one knee. Ashley, once again, a special teams blunder after taking the ball out a couple kicks ago. Now, as he fields it, takes a knee at the 5.
Head coach of Southern Arkansas can't be too happy with that. He took Stephen Ashley out when he made the mistake last time of bringing the ball out of the end zone, puts him back in to give him another chance, but then he catches it, fields it down on one knee. Now, for the first time all game, really, the Mule Rider offense has to start off in pretty bad field position.
5 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in this one. First half of play, Valdosta State up 31-14. 31 first half points for VSU, and there's still 5 minutes remaining. There's Melancon, who's thrown the ball an awful lot today against the Gulf South Conference's leading pass attack. That's LaRon Sylvester on the carry, gain of about 1.
Trying to get out of that deep hole that they're in inside the 10-yard line, starting off this drive. We'll see how far the Mule Riders can march down the field, see what they got him, see if Melancon can develop a drive, running, passing his way to the end zone.
2nd down and 8. Ball on the 8-yard line. 4.5 minutes remaining. Melancon holds on to this one. Scott Foss in on the tackle. Other Blazers finally get there, and it'll be 3rd down deep in their own territory for Southern Arkansas.
Melancon with the keeper. Terrell Tuma just falls on Melancon. What a heavy, big guy Terrell Tuma is. Melancon's got to be feeling it. He's been getting hit all game running the option offense, and even when he's dropped back to pass, he's taken a couple of hard hits.
4 minutes remaining here in the second. Thrown and nearly caught by Torrance Hoyer. Laid out for it, hit his hands, couldn't hold on to it, and some of the receivers letting Melancon down here.
Nice try by Hoyer, but like you said, he just couldn't hold on to it, couldn't haul it in. He's very disappointed with himself walking back to the sideline. Now the Mule Riders are forced to punt deep in their own territory, setting up yet again, as it looks, good field position for the Blazers if they field the punt.
Raymond Thomas and Ben Adams back deep. for VSU. Punting it away is Tony Grieco. See if the Blazers come after this one and try to block it. Here they come. Sean Harris tried to get there. A high driving punt from Grieco. Way back, Bam Adams takes it. Now looking for blockers and using his speed. Bam Adams cuts upfield inside the 45-yard line of Southern Arkansas. So they do start off with good field position, but a long driving punt sent Bam Adams back to his own 40 to field it.
Great punt by the Mule Riders. Bam Adams also very dangerous on special teams, using his speed and a couple of his blocks to get upfield. Then he gets finally brought down already in Southern Arkansas territory.
Blazer offense to take over. Senior day for Valdosta State. Rod Dalton, the senior receiver, is to the far side. Freshman receiver Travis Taylor in the slot. Junior running back Vincent Brown in the backfield. Hand off to Brown. Brown up the middle. Gain of 7. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Blazers running the ball.
Almost looked like a counter right there. Vincent Brown taking a stutter step to his left, coming back right, taking the handoff. Nice game by Vincent Brown. Interchangeable with Tyran Robinson. Both backs having a good day so far.
They consistently average close to 200 yards combined of total offense a game. Tyran Robinson averaging 130 plus. 3 receivers to the far side. Handoff to Vincent Brown. 2nd and 2, and it'll be close to the first down. Some pushing and shoving going on. Leighton Cooley getting into it with Southern Arkansas defensive back David Williams.
Augustus McCoy in on the tackle with his extremely long hair flowing out of the back of his helmet, covering up almost half of his number.
2 receivers to the far side, Dalton and Taylor. 2 to the near in the spread formation, Bam Adams and Zach Parker. 1st and 10 for Valdosta State. Bam Adams right over the middle, and he hits him. Bama's got 3 guys to beat. Tumbles down to the 24. Once again, close to a Blazer first.
Mule Rider defense just kind of lost track of Bama Adams right here, and he just snuck back, hid behind the referee. Fabian Walker finds him over the middle. Right behind the referee, Bama Adams kind of hiding and sneaks around to the outside for a big gain.
No huddle offense for Valdosta State. 2nd and 1. Kept by Fabian Walker. Good block by Rod Dalton. It'll be more than enough for the first down as Fabian gets to the 10-yard line. Big gain once again by Fabian Walker running the ball. I don't think he's had one negative play this game.
When you have 2 great backs like Tyran and Vincent, the defense is so concentrated on stopping your 2 playmaking ability backs that they kind of let go Fabian Walker. Don't recognize him as a runner as much, so he can sneak his way out for a big play every once in a while.
1 minute, 40 seconds left here in the first half. Blazers deep in Southern Arkansas territory at the 10. Play action, pump fake. Fabian now goes to Rod Dalton on senior day. He's going to try to get into the end zone, a yard or 2 short.
Fabian Walker pump fake to Rod Dalton, and then it looked like he was trying to hit Travis Taylor, but he was almost double coverage down in the end zone. They didn't want to let him score, so he finally does dump it off. Pumps fake to Rod Dalton right there, looks for Travis Taylor, then dumps it off to Rod Dalton. He gets down to about the 2, finally taken out of bounds, doesn't get in for the touchdown.
1 minute. Blazers hand it off. Vincent Brown close to it. He might have dropped the ball on that one.
Fumbled it on the play. Vincent Brown fumbled near the goal line.
And they signal touchdown. So he fumbled it into the end zone, recovered it for a touchdown.
Vincent Brown recovers his own fumble in the end zone, makes a mistake, but makes up for it in the same play. Vincent Brown fumbling at the goal line, but he does get the touchdown.
49 seconds remaining in this one. 37-14. Rhodey on to kick the extra point. up and through the uprights. Will Rohde connects, 38-14, 38 first half points for Valdosta State. And I tell you what, if Southern Arkansas doesn't get something cooking either to end this half or to begin the next, they're going to have trouble staying in this one.
VSU looking like they're pulling away right now, but you have seen this Southern Arkansas Mule Rider team. They will fight. They will stay in games. Out of about 3 of their 5 losses are very close games. They show a lot of heart. They try to stay in it. You can't outrule them yet.
The VSU Music Department presents a student jazz recital performed by Chris Crenshaw on trombone Tuesday, November 2nd at 7:30 in Whitehead Auditorium. For more information, call 333-5804. Do they have a trombone in the marching band? I would think that that would be a very hard instrument to walk around with and play.
I'd like to see that during halftime. A couple of big trombone players out there.
49 seconds remaining. Clouds in the sky has covered up the sun. Michael Green set to kick it for the Flamed red and black. We're going to have a 24-point lead on Southern Arkansas, seemingly like that. There's the kick. It's a wobbling line drive to Stephen Ashley, who's made some blunders today. Ashley's got some speed. Ashley now to the outside. Ashley to the 30, 35. Stays inbounds to the 40, and it's fumbled out of bounds, but Ashley gets to the 45-yard line and redeems himself.
Head coach Steve Quinn shows you why he stayed with Ashley in there on the kickoff return. He's pretty explosive. He fields the kickoff at about the 6-yard line, cuts right, and then comes around to the left side all the way across the field, just stiff-arming tacklers, people twice his size, running around the outside, and then he finally gets brought down out of bounds at about the 44-yard line.
38.2 remaining in the second quarter of play. Mule Riders down 24 points. Trying to make something happen before half, and they send everybody deep. Melancon over the middle, and he finds Terrence Hoyer. Hoyer over the middle finds a hole in the zone. Melancon delivers. And the no-huddle offense, remember, they've only got 1 timeout, 30.3 remaining. Melancon calling the play, trying to get everybody on the same page before the refs blow this one in.
1st and 10 for the Mule Riders.
Blazers defense needs to step up here. Melancon throws, incomplete. That'll stop the clock. 2nd down and 10.
Melancon looking for Hoyer again. Tries to rifle it in there, but the pass a little bit too late. Low. Hoyer, leading receiver for the Mule Riders. They're trying to go to him right now with only 24 seconds left. See if they can get better field position, go have a long shot for a score, and then maybe try to kick a field goal.
24.1, like you mentioned, Matt, left in the first half. 2 receivers set. Everybody going deep over the middle has got Hoyer. Scott Foss slipped on the play, wasn't able to make it. Hoyer down inside the 20. And all of a sudden, Southern Arkansas coming into the shotgun formation is completing passes left and right.
Hoyer again with a reception, moving him down the field. Blazer defense better be careful.
Southern Arkansas spikes the ball with 15.2. 38-14. Now Melancon getting the play from the sideline, but Southern Arkansas really not having any trouble passing downfield. And I'm still surprised to see that Melancon hasn't taken off and run with the ball yet out of the pocket, but he's completely accurate. Who would have ever thought an option quarterback would be so accurate?
And with such a strong arm, they'll have about 1, maybe 2 shots to go to the end zone here with 15 seconds left.
Doesn't make too many mistakes. In 9 games, he's only thrown 2 picks. Tim Thompson into the backfield. The throw is out of bounds. Melancon hit as he threw. But he doesn't make too many mistakes. Only 2 interceptions in 9 games this season. He's thrown 14 touchdown passes.
As you just saw, Melancon under an extreme amount of pressure throws the ball out of bounds. There's a flag on the play. It's against the Mule Riders.
And this pushes him back out of field goal range. At least we think so. We haven't seen Korf kick About a 42-yarder was not attempted by the Southern Arkansas coach.
Instead, they went for it.
10 seconds remaining. Melancon trying to lead his Mule Riders into the end zone. Offsetting penalties.
Intentional grounding charged to the Mule Riders.
I think.
Lost it down on the play. That brings a third down.
Melancon wasn't outside of the tackle when he threw it out of bounds, so it was intentional grounding on the quarterback.
The only penalty for that is a loss of down, so it's 3rd and 13. Melancon, 10 seconds, going to the end zone. His receiver falls down. Johnny Fields fell down, looking for a flag. There were 6 or 7 Blazers around that. I got to think that Fields wouldn't have come up with that one with 4.9 seconds remaining.
The Southern Arkansas fans going crazy, maybe calling for a pass interference call on the Blazer defense, but it looked like the receiver just tripped up, fell over his own feet, couldn't keep his footing. So the Mule Riders are going to try to attempt their first field goal of the game.
Korf lines up directly behind. Here's the snap and the kick. It is no good. He pushed it wide right, and you see why Southern Arkansas didn't kick a field goal earlier in the game. At the end of the first half, the Blazers score 38 points. Southern Arkansas just 14. Blazers on top. We'll be back on VSU-TV with your second half action.
Every weekend, millions of middle-aged adults head out the door to take on a new sport or pick up where they left off in a sport they haven't played in years. This is a good thing, but there could be a downside. New physical activities bring new stresses to bones, muscles, and joints. A good reason to take new sports one step at a time, with plenty of stretching and warming up. Fitness is good, but exercise common sense. A public service message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
The Blazers are going to win the national championship.
Join the champions this fall and help the Blazers defend their national championship. For reserve seat or single game ticket information, call 333-5890. 6 home games are on this year's Valdosta State schedule, including visits by traditional rivals Albany State, North Alabama, and West Georgia. Blazer Football 2005. Join the champions.
Back here on VSU-TV, 15 minutes to start off the third quarter. 30 minutes in total. Blazers up 38-14, 30 more minutes of football. Valdosta State's offense was unbelievable in that first half of play, especially on the ground. 163 total yards rushing from Valdosta State. They also added 145 yards passing. VSU's offense dominant, but to start off this one, they're going to kick the ball off to Southern Arkansas and D.D. Holyfield, sporting the yellow cleats. Here's Holyfield. He's got speed, jumping up the middle, up to the 31. Once again, Holyfield, a fairly good return for Southern Ark.
Southern Ark gets to start off in good field position again on this first drive. The difference in the first half has really been the rushing game and the time of possession. VSU rushing for 163 yards, SAU rushing for 87. As you see, Holyfield right here fielding the kickoff, bounces it out to the outside, and it finally gets dragged down by a couple of defenders at about the 31-yard line. But time of possession, 18 minutes, 28 seconds for VSU, only 11 minutes, 32 seconds for Southern Arkansas in the first half.
7 seconds into the second half of play. Handoff to Jones. Taken down for a gain of about 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Southern Arkansas.
Southern Arkansas wants to come out and continue to try to run the ball against the Black Swarm defense of Valdosta State.
No gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 10.
Southern Arkansas, as was the story in the first half for their offense, Damian Melancon, 7 of 14 for 133 yards and a touchdown pass to Keandrick Lucius. He also rushed the ball 11 times for 60 yards and a touchdown. Over 190 yards of total offense in the first half from Melancon. And here he is again. Good block. Melancon holds on to it. Scott Foss runs him down. Tim Thompson there as well. Blazers stop him for no gain.
I think Melancon, it looked like he was looking for someone to pitch it to. I think he thought he had a running back there for a pitch position. When he fakes the handoff, he runs around to the outside. Here he turns his head, but no one's there to pitch it to, so he just gets brought down. Loss of a couple.
Mental mistake there from Melancon. 13 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Hoyer, the only receiver, he split out to the far side, matched up with by Terrence Bell, a Central Florida transfer who's played some pretty good minutes for Valdosta State this season. Here's the option again. Scott Foss sneaking up from his position. The third down play will not be enough for the first down. Close to it.
Blazers have brought in a couple of new defensive linemen. Willie Johnson, number 2, is in. Now Melancon, another keeper to the outside, as he's been doing all day, but this Black Swarm defense showing that they do live up to their hype so far, only limiting Southern Arkansas to 14 points.
Just under 13 minutes remaining in the third. Punting the ball away will be Tony Greco. It's up. Sean Harris nearly got to it. Raymond Thomas to field this one. Good block there by Bam Adams. Thomas around to the right side. Raymond Thomas using his blocks to get up to the 42-yard line with forward progression, and that's where Valdosta State will take over. So far today, I don't think Valdosta State has started to drive in their own red zone the whole day.
Great field position every drive for Valdosta State. Raymond Thomas fields the punt, breaks it loose out to the outside, sliding by a couple defenders, and then just gets stopped by a brick wall of Cordell Upshaw, and then finally brought down as the whistle blows it dead.
12:27 in the third quarter. Thomas, Callaway, and Taylor to the near side. To the far side, Zach Parker. In the backfield, Tyran Robinson. Kept by Fabian Walker, and he's got a hole up the middle. Carner chasing him, finally brought down by Cecil Ellis Jr. But it'll be a first down, a 12-yard gain from Fabian Walker. And he now has over 65 yards rushing in the game.
You got to give the credit to the Blazer offensive line, creating nice holes for the running backs and Fabian Walker, as you see right here, just bust up the middle. The Blazer offense has been able to pretty much run at will here with Fabian Walker, Tyran Robinson, and Vincent Brown.
A lot of credit goes to those guys for finding the holes, but the offensive line has had great pass protection all day long for Fabian Walker and has been upfield making blocks for the running backs as well. Hand off to Tyran Robinson. Doesn't look like there's too much. He gains about 3 yards before his forward momentum is stopped, and it'll be second down at about 7 for VSU.
Nowhere to go for Tyran Robinson up the middle. The Southern Arkansas defense closing in the gaps in the interior.
.5 left in this third quarter of play. Two receivers to the far side, Callaway and Zach Parker. Taylor and Thomas to the near side. Walker over the middle to Zach Parker. Gain of about 2 yards on a short little pass over the middle from the tight end. And it'll be third down and 6 for VSU.
Walker finds Zach Parker again over the middle. Fabian Walker, just a crossing route right underneath the linebackers. Unfortunately, Zach Parker couldn't make a move, and he gets stopped for only about a gain of 1 or 2 yards.
3rd and 6. Valdosta State's been good on third down conversions all day long. 3 receivers to the far side. Tyran Robinson in the backfield. Fabian Walker set the throw. All the time in the world. Walker's going to take off. He's up the middle. He's stripped of the ball. Recovered by Southern Arkansas. Walker, who would have been close to a first down had he held on to it, maybe tried to do a little bit too much and fumbles the ball, and now Southern Arkansas has life.
Fabian Walker hasn't really made too many mistakes all game. The one early interception, and now this fumble here in the second half is 2 big mistakes. But overall, he's been playing pretty well, except those big mistakes. So, got to give credit to Southern Arkansas defense for laying some hard hits on the quarterback when he tries to take off and run with it.
At their own 38-yard line.
10 minutes, 26 seconds in the 3rd. Flex bone for Southern Arkansas, held on to by Melancon. He rolls out to his left, throws over the middle. He's got a tight end, number 89, who's going to rumble down the sideline. Still in, finally brought down inside the 40.
Jody Smith with the reception, number 89. Nice big target out there for Melancon. Melancon sees him crossing right over. Melancon fakes 2 handoffs, rolls around out to his left side, finds his big tight end, Jody Smith, who hauls it in for a nice play. Southern Arkansas showing they still have a little bit of life in them, down 14-38.
They're going to cut that lead to 17. Jody Smith, 270 pounds, split out to the far side. Now option pass, set the throw deep. Looking for Torrance Jones in the end zone. The pass is intercepted. It's intercepted by Valdosta State. Donnie Daniels, the freshman redshirt linebacker, with his 3rd interception of the day. Melancon throws into double, almost triple coverage. VSU comes away with a huge turnover.
Melancon has avoided big mistakes all year, throwing only 2 interceptions. But today, the Black Swarm defense has been too much, as Melancon looks like he's going to run with it, but he drops back to pass. He just hauls it out there, hopes his receiver can come down with it, throws up a prayer. But as you see, Donnie Daniels comes down with the interception. Nice play by the linebacker.
10 minutes, 9 seconds in the 3rd. Spread formation, senior Darrell Stevens into the game. Handoff to Tyran Robinson. Nothing doing there. They whistled it down while Tyran was still moving. His knee must have hit the ground early, maybe a gain of 1.
Blazer offense just trying to take some time off the clock. They have a pretty big lead right now, and just after recovering that turnover, they just want to control the clock here in the second half. Hope they can keep their lead and come out with a win here. Southern Arkansas wanting to get a big turnover maybe and score quickly.
9.5 remaining in the 3rd. Stevens and Adams to the far side. Taylor and Raymond Thomas to the near. Fabian Walker with Tyran Robinson to his right. 3-man push. Over the middle, Travis Taylor nearly caught. Great play by Cecil Ellis. Taylor was there. Ellis made a good play to jump in front and knock that ball away.
Great play by Ellis. Travis Taylor, he initially beat him, but Ellis caught up in the final last half a second there and just knocked the ball away. Fabian Walker trying to go to his true freshman receiver, Travis Taylor, over the middle. Kind of going for the jugular here in the second half, up 38-14.
3rd and 10, Valdosta State on their own 20-yard line. Showing blitz, Southern Arkansas, Washington and Bryn. Here comes Bryn, picked up by Vincent Brown. Great pickup on the blitz. Bam Adams is open. He's got the catch. It'll be enough for the first down, about a 14-yard gain. Bama Adams, good play there, and great pickup on the block by Vincent Brown as he picked up a blitzing Augie Berend.
Fabian Walker showing you he's not fazed at all by the earlier fumble. Rifles it in there to Bama Adams, who hauls it in with a huge gain on the play. Bama Adams, number 6. Another Blazer first down.
3rd down conversion once again for VSU. Under 9 minutes in the 3rd. Valdosta State trying to take up some time as they lead 38-14. Going deep again, Raymond Thomas the intended target, but about 5 yards too long from Fabian Walker.
Number 3, Raymond Thomas against number 3, Trey Lewis. Walker just overthrew him by about a couple of yards there. Wanted Raymond Thomas to run right under it and haul one deep. Coach Hatcher going downfield with a big lead. Pretty impressive. He wants to let everyone out there know that the Valdosta State offense can put up some damage, put up some big points.
Seniors Rod Dalton into the game to the near side, and Daryl Stevens to the far side slot. Leighton Cooley, senior center, directing traffic on that line. Here comes the blitz. It's a shovel pass again. Third time we've seen that to Tyran Robinson up to the 40. Gain of about 5 yards.
In the past couple of games, you haven't really seen Coach Hatcher use the shovel pass a lot. What he has today is Fabian Walker just shovels it right there to Tyran for about the third or fourth time. Nice play, but good tackle from the Southern Arkansas defense.
8 minutes, 10 seconds here in the third quarter. Blazers up 38-14, third down and 5 on their own 40-yard line. 2 running backs in the game, Will Milton and Tyran Robinson. Keenan Washington showing blitz, and here they come. There's a screen pass to Tyran Robinson. He eludes a tackle. He's got the first. Up past the 50-yard line to the 48. Tyran Robinson out of the backfield.
Another story of the game, like you said earlier, Brice, third down conversions for the VSU offense have really been the key here. Fabian Walker, screen pass to Tyran, really using Tyran here on this drive, getting him the ball a lot as he jumps out to the outside and tries to make a move and gets down for another Blazer first down on a third down conversion.
Inside 7.5 minutes remaining for VSU. Tyran Robinson and William Milton in the backfield. 3 receivers set. Hand off to Tyran Robinson. Good blocking from the line, up the middle. Close to 7 yards gained on that play, and Tyran Robinson continues to gain positive yardage on almost every carry.
Blazer offensive line really doing their job here as Tyran gets the handoff right up the gut. Just Tyran just pounding away at this Mule Rider defense.
Under 7 minutes, 38-14, Blazers on top. Second drive of the quarter, and they've taken up a lot of time in doing so. Robinson and Milton stay in. To the far side, Daryl Stevens. Bam Adams in the near side slot, and senior Rod Dalton. Adams in motion. Hand off again to Tyran Robinson. This time he slips. He'll be close to the first down, probably about a yard short.
Bring up another third down and short for the Blazer offense. Tyran Robinson getting the bulk of the carries on this drive.
3rd and 1.
Third down and short for the Blazers.
There's a formation that the Blazers started out their first home game with. No quarterback on the field. Direct snap to Tyran Robinson. He is not going to get the first down. About a yard short from Tyran Robinson, so Coach Hatcher using a little bit more trickeration. This time it doesn't work for him.
Kind of an odd formation, odd play call there. When it's so close, when it's just 3rd and short like that, you think you just let your quarterback try to pile through, push through for the yard, or maybe give it to the fullback, but no. Tyran Robinson was about 5 deep in the backfield and got the direct snap. It left time for the Southern Arkansas defense to read and react to him, and they didn't get the first down. Looks like they might try to go for it here on 4th and short.
Looks like they're going to run down the play clock. Blazers just standing around. You got to remember that that's the 3rd or 4th time that Tyran has carried in a row on this drive. They're going to take the delay game penalty, move back some, and have Tidwell punt it away on 4th down. With 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, Blazers on top 38-14. Some time-consuming drives from Valdosta State. Delay of game is the call. And now Tidwell will come on and punt the ball away with 4th down.
Southern Arkansas in a little bit of a hole here. Down 38-14, but they'll get the ball back, see what they can do with it.
At the Southern Arkansas 45-yard line.
Whistles again. And now the side judge comes in, so the referee's confused on something. And now they're not, apparently. We're set to continue playing football. 5 minutes, 3 seconds remaining. Tidwell, the punt. It's a high spiral. Collier will let it bounce. The Blazers let it roll to the 11-yard line, and that's where Southern Arkansas will take over.
Nice punt, took a big Blazer bounce, came all the way up to about the 15-yard line, then rolled backwards again to about the 11. The Blazer defense just gonna try to hold Southern Arkansas. Don't want to let them get too many more points on the board. Southern Ark trying to get back in this game with their passing attack. Their leading receiver, Torrance Collier. Watch him as he might come into play here on this drive.
He's split out to the far side. Melancon behind center. Flexbone formation. Fullback runs into Melancon. He's going to hold on to it. Taken down by Terrell Toomer. Gain of about 5 yards for Melancon and the Southern Arkansas offense.
Terrell Toomer, it looked like he was just going for the head there. He just almost took the head off of Melancon. Man, when you got big Terrell Toomer coming after you, you better watch out. Melancon's been taking hits all day. He's just been showing how tough of a quarterback he is, sticking in there and toughing it out.
When you're an option-style quarterback, you're going to get hit every once in a while. And then also, when you're a pocket quarterback, you're going to get hit every once in a while. He doesn't both, so he gets hit more than most quarterbacks in different awkward positions. And that's happened so far today. Kendrick Lucius in motion. Now Torrance Jones in motion. Kept by Melancon, and he is absolutely swarmed by death row. The Blazers' black swarm D-line. Terrell Toomer was the first one there.
Picture perfect example of why the Blazer defense is called the Black Swarm. As you can see, Melancon gets devoured. You just lose him and all the black jerseys surrounding him. VSU defense very tough here in the second half.
Melancon losing 2 yards on that play, and it's 3rd and 6 inside the Southern Arkansas 15. Since early in the game, Valdosta State has held Central Arkansas to bad field position. Spread formation, deep in the pocket. There's a screen pass. Caught. And first down as number 43, that's Brandon Greenwood, a freshman fullback with the catch out of the backfield.
Looks like he might have got hurt on the play. He's down. Looks like he's holding something. The trainers come out to check on him. I'm not sure. Melancon drops back. Nice play call. All the linebackers were drawn back by the receivers. Dump it off to the running back, who does get the first down, but seems to have been hurt on the play when the Black Swarm, towards the very end of the play right there, he might have fell awkwardly.
Actually got back up and then went back down. 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining here. 38-14, Blazers on top. We'll be back and update you with Greenwood right here on VSU-TV.
Someday, I'll be a ballerina, just like them. And this will be my stage, where I twirl and float and swirl. Someday, this won't just be my wish. Someday, I won't be sick.
Back on VSU-TV, 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play at Bazemore-Hyder Stadium. Blazers on top, 38-14. 24-point lead for the Flamed Red and Black. It's 1st and 10 from Melancon and Southern Arkansas. He pitches it off to Torrance Jones as he was being pulled down by Gio Blaylock. Athletic play there by Melancon to save a loss on the play.
Melancon down. Drugged down there by Blaylock. He tries to get around to the outside on the option. Drugged down, just tosses it out there to his running back. I think that was Jones, who gets only a couple of yards in the play, but Melancon avoids the loss.
Just under 3 minutes, play clock already down to 14 as Southern Arkansas gets set. Torrance Collier to the far side. Big Johnny Fields to the near side for Southern Arkansas. He has had some receptions for a big gain. Now set to throw, Melancon. Being chased out of the pocket, throws over the middle. Hoyer just out of his reach. And the Blazer Black Swarm defense was chasing down Melancon. He had to hurry up his throw on the run.
Melancon looking for Hoyer downfield on a crossing route over the middle. Coverage pretty well by the Blazers. Also good pressure on the quarterback. Melancon, he's really been the only factor for the Mulerider offense today, but he's had a hard time here ever since the first couple of drives getting anything going.
2 minutes, 44 seconds in the third. 3rd down and 9 for Southern Arkansas. Kendrick Washington in motion. Lucius. Set to throw on the run. Hoyer fell down on the play. Flag. Sam Reynolds can't believe it.
Sam Reynolds jumping over Hoyer, going for the ball, trying to go for the interception. Melancon rolls out to the right. Tries to find Hoyer down on the right side of the field near the sideline. And you can almost see right there Sam Reynolds going for the ball, but
defensive holding was the call on Sam Reynolds. And he might have been doing the holding before he was pictured on your screen. So at 2:38, that's an automatic first down now for Southern Arkansas. And with the Blazer 24-point lead, Valdosta State on 3rd and 9, bail them out. Ball at the 36. Flexbone offense in there for Central Arkansas. Quick snap, handoff to D.D. Holyfield. Taken down by Dedrick Morrison and company. Gain of about 2.
The Muleriders get a little bit of help there on the last play from the penalty. Still trying to establish the run. I'm surprised they don't go to the air a little bit more here. They are down by 24. And if they want any kind of success here in the second half, maybe they should try to pass a little bit more, get Hoyer involved as they've been trying to do. Melancon, toughing it in there though, running the ball and passing. Been the heart of the Mulerider offense.
2 minutes in this one. Melancon the option. Foss stays on his guy, and now Melancon breaks free all the way up to the 25-yard line. Finally dragged down by Michael Flood. And Melancon just ran right past Scott Foss. Always forced the pitch on the option. That's what's coached. Scott Foss didn't do that.
Melancon here sticking with the option. Doesn't even fake the pinch, just tucks it and runs right at the middle. Michael Flood catches up to him, luckily for the Blazer defense, and just drags them down. If not for Michael Flood's speed, Melancon would have had another 6 for the Muleriders.
Over 100 yards rushing on the day for Damian Melancon. Handoff is to Kendrick Lucius. Under a minute and a half remaining. 38-14, Southern Arkansas with another man down on the field. It's an offensive lineman this time. Looks like number 52, Blake Mitchell.
Southern Arkansas knocking on the door late here in the 3rd quarter. Injury timeout on the field.
Listen to WVVS Thursdays from 8 to 10 p.m. for Jock Talk Without the Itch. The X's and O's Show. Join Zim, Monty, and Hutch for Valdosta's only sports rock talk radio program covering VSU local, regional, and national news. Call 333-5661 for your opinions. Mitchell looking a little groggy on the field. Blaze, in a manner of respect, is taking a knee.
The injured player is number 52, Blake Mitchell. Let's give him a round of applause as he makes his way off the
So
field.
the second injured Mulerider on this drive.
Gets up and walks off under his own power with just a little bit of help from the trainers.
Melancon trying to shake that one off. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Kendrick Lucius carries for a gain of 6 on the play. That brings up 2nd down and 4 for the Muleriders.
38-14, Valdosta State on top. 28-point lead. Don't want to relinquish any of that. Collier to the far side. In motion, D.D. Holyfield, and there's the pitch to him. He's got some speed. We'll see if the Black Swarm can chase him down, and they do. Spencer Fortson coming from the rover position to knock him out. I don't think they gained any yardage on that play.
Tough to run on the outside there with a pitch to Holyfield. Black Swarm's just so quick. Pitch to Holyfield, tries to get around the outside, has two blockers, but the Black Swarm just runs right by him to make the tackle.
You see the speed of junior defensive end Tim Thompson. Unbelievable speed for his size. Thompson is about 6'4", 240 pounds, and still was able to run down a fast D.D. Holyfield. Melancon on the quarterback keeper. He's looking to beat William Montford and stuck by the freshman at the 15. It'll be close to a first down.
Nice open field tackle by William Montford. A designed quarterback keeper by Melancon. Takes off. Looks like he has some green, but William Montford is just nice. What a great open field tackle. Goes for the legs.
Well, some good drives and some good plays in the third quarter, but nobody scored. Blazers still on top by 28, 24, 38 to 14 is the score. We'll be back on VSU-TV.
Valdosta State University, in service to its students.
The professors here at Valdosta State University really give us a lot of hands-on experience.
Professors are easy to understand and they're enthusiastic about teaching.
They really help the students.
They do everything they can to make sure that you get the education you need.
They always bent over backwards to help me out.
Providing a premier educational experience, Valdosta State University is Georgia's regional partner.
The only difference between a grape and a raisin is time spent in the sun. Ever wonder what the sun is doing to you?
The Blazers are going to win the national championship.
Join the champions this fall and help the Blazers defend their national championship. For reserve seat or single game ticket information, call 333-5890. 6 home games are on this year's Valdosta State schedule, including visits by traditional rivals Albany State, North Alabama, and West Georgia. Blazer Football 2005. Join the champions.
Back on VSU-TV, Brice Zimmerman alongside Matt Militano bringing you the action. The fourth quarter action. Final quarter of play here. Blazers up 38-14. It's 4th and 1. And the officials call a timeout. Or the Blazers call a timeout. So Valdosta State defense takes a timeout. They're going to try to stop Southern Arkansas on a 4th and 1. I wonder why they took the timeout right after the half. Maybe they didn't get the information through to the defense that he wanted to. Coach Ashley Anders may not have liked what he saw. He called that timeout from the sideline.
Anders must have known that they were going to go for it. I mean, they are down 38-14, and it is 4th and short, but you would think the Blazers, they must have just saw something they didn't expect there. So they had to call another timeout and get prepared and make sure they can make the stop.
Watch the Chris Hatcher Show airing on VSU-TV every Tuesday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. You catch all the highlights of this game with Coach Hatcher's commentary. Catch the fever for VSU Blazer football. And the Blazers up 38-14 here with a 24-point lead, barring a miracle from Southern Arkansas. They should win this game.
It does look like they have the game in hand right now. But the Muleriders are knocking on the door inside the Blazer red zone. They want to put up some more points. Here, 4th and short, it'll be interesting to see what call they go with here. Maybe a quarterback sneak.
Center Blake Mitchell, who was injured just a moment ago, is back on the field. Melancon in the bone. There's Keandrick Lucius, and he gains more than enough for the first down. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the VSU 11. So the timeout didn't work for Valdosta State and defensive coordinator Ashley Andrews.
And now the Muleriders are knocking on the door, looking to score again here in the 4th quarter. Want to put some more points on the board, make it a little more interesting. See, maybe they could attempt an onside kick, try to get back in this game. You never know what could happen here in the 4th quarter.
14:40 in the final quarter of play. Flex bone offense again. Held on to by Melancon. Wants to throw to the end zone. Chased by Donnie Daniels. Flag on the play. Looks like it'll be a holding call. Brought down by Terrence Bell was Melancon after he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. But there's a flag on the far side.
Melancon looking for someone to throw to on the right side of the field. Doesn't see anything he likes right here, so he just fakes it. He takes off, spins around, tries to run to the opposite side of the field where he can see a host of Blazer defenders. Gets a block right there, but I think it was a hold.
Holding on Cody Thomas of the Valdosta State Blazers.
Terrell Tuma got a little hurt on the play, hobbles off the field.
James Hutley, number 92, comes in to replace him. 10 minutes, 20 seconds. It's 1st down and 4 on the Blazer 6-yard line. So a holding call against Valdosta State. Johnny Fields spreading out to the far side. Hoyer is to the near side. Now they switch it up. Hoyer goes all the way to the far side, and Fields lines up on the line. Timeout called. Melancon didn't like what he saw. And so far, this 4th quarter has started off very slow. With 13:57, Blazers up 38-14. We'll be back just a minute on VSU TV.
I could reach the stars, pour one down for you, so you can see the truth, that I can change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe, and if I could, I'd change the world.
Back on VSU TV, 13:57 remaining in the 4th quarter. Blazers up 38-14. It's 1st and 4 for Southern Arkansas on the Blazers 6-yard line. Damon Melancon, the signal caller. LaRon Sylvester gets the carry. They'll be close to a 1st down. They still can get a 1st down. The marker is at the 1-yard line for Southern Arkansas, and there's LaRon Sylvester. The fullback with the carry looks a little bit hobbled. He's going to walk off the field.
Southern Arkansas looking to put some more points on the board against the impressive Valdosta State defense.
Melancon rolling out to his right. He's just going to walk it into the end zone. Fred Dunn couldn't hold containment. I don't think he realized how fast Melancon was. Once Melancon wanted to turn on the burners, just walked right into the end zone. Touchdown, Muleriders.
Melancon, he was holding the ball. Defense was back, waiting for the pass, but Melancon, exactly when he wanted to, just turned on the jets and blazed right through in for a touchdown. Muleriders showing they're not completely dead here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point is up and good, which makes this a 3-possession game. 17-point lead for Valdosta State, 38-21, 13-19 remaining in the 4th quarter. And now Valdosta State has to answer. First scoring drive for Southern Arkansas in a long time, but it was a fairly solid one.
Great drive by Southern Arkansas, and now the VSU offense will come back onto the field. Senior day here at Bazemore-Hyder, Tyran Robinson so far in the game has had 12 carries for 85 yards, and Fabian Walker, a rare rushing game, high rushing game for him, 69 yards on 6 carries, averaging 11.5 yards a carry for the quarterback.
Also plucking 178 yards passing and 2 touchdowns through the air. He's 21 of 27, so he's been accurate all day long. Also for Tyran Robinson, as has been the trend all season long, he's the leading receiver, 5 catches for 44 yards. So once again, Tyran Robinson amounting for over 120 yards of total offense in the game. Haven't seen too much of Vincent Brown recently. 8 carries for 34 yards in the first half, no carries in the third quarter. Here's Korf, and they're gonna pooch it. Picked up by William Milton on the bounce, brought down by Josh Sanfilippo, who plays special teams and is also the backup quarterback.
Southern Arkansas is yet to kick the ball deep the whole game in fear of the Valdosta State return men, Vincent Brown and Tyran Robinson. Pooch kicked it even shorter this time, looking like maybe they wanted to try to recover it, or I'm not really sure, but William Milton picked it up and rumbled his way for a couple of yards.
Senior Daryl Stevens into the game to the near side slot, along with Clay Calloway, Tyler Arant, and Raymond Thomas to the far side. Vincent Brown is in the game. Fabian all the time throws over the middle to Tyler. It's caught near the 50-yard line. It'll be taken down. They'll spot him at the 50, a gain of 8 yards.
Fabian Walker having a great day. Besides the pick, first play of the game in the fumble, Walker checks off all his options and then hits Arant dead down the middle of the field. Nice route by Arant to get open on the play. Brings up a 2nd and short for the VSU offense.
12 minutes, 37 seconds in the fourth. 3 receivers to the far side. Daryl Stevens all alone to the near. Held by Fabian Walker. Not going to get the first down as he's taken down for a loss of a yard.
Fabian Walker, another carry to add to his rushing total. Not too much on that play, though. Mule Rider defense stepping up, stopping Fabian.
3rd down and 3 yards, and this is a fairly big 3rd down opportunity for the Southern Arkansas defense. If they stop them here and can score on the next drive, it's a very close game.
They're not mathematically out of it yet.
Raymond Thomas to the far side, Stevens, Arant, and Calloway to the near. 3rd and 3. Over the middle, he's got Tyler Arant, and he overthrows him. Fabian Walker had Arant wide open in the middle of the zone on an inside post pattern, and he overthrew him.
Nice route by Tyler Arant. He really found the seam right there down the middle of the field with the safety behind him and the defensive back. Safety in front of the defensive back behind him, but Walker couldn't deliver. So the Mule Riders do get the stop on 3rd down, and they'll try to get something going again here in the 4th quarter after their last drive resulted in a touchdown.
Tidwell to kick it away on the punt. 11 minutes, 38 seconds. Collier fair catches it at his own 15, so a good punt inside the 20 there by Travis Tidwell. And that's got the Blazers defense now on the field to try to make a play. Southern Arkansas walked down the field on their last drive and then into the end zone. Damian Melancon with about a 5-yard touchdown run. Southern Arkansas is still a very dangerous team.
Definitely not out of this game. I'm surprised the Blazer offense didn't try to run the ball a little bit more there with the lead that they do have, but they opted to pass, and it didn't work for them as Fabian Walker missed Tyler Arant, which is now going to give a chance for Damian Melancon to come back on and lead his Mule Riders down the field.
Big Brandon Greenwood on the field along with Keandrick Lucius. And here's Melancon rolling out. He throws it away. Deep in the pocket, taken down by Derek Hill, a senior on senior day. Melancon didn't have much going on that play.
Melancon's really going to hit the ice tub tonight. He's been getting leveled all day, as you've been saying. Melancon does make the smart decision there and throwing it away instead of taking a big sack.
11 and a half minutes remaining in the fourth. 38-21, Valdosta State on top. But now Southern Arkansas trying to come back from 24 down. Melancon throws it up deep. He's got a man. It's Keandrick Lucius again. Scott Foss burned on the play. Lucius inside the Blazer 40, his second huge reception of the day. And the Valdosta State secondary once again torched by the freshman running back out of the backfield.
Keandrick Lucius makes another colossal gain all the way down the field twice. As you did mention, they haven't accounted for him coming out of the backfield. Blown coverage by the Blazer defense. Melancon finds him down the sideline with a nice pass. Muleriders showing a heartbeat. They still have life in them. They're not dead yet.
11 minutes left to go in this one. Valdosta State maybe lost some of its muster. Here's the screen pass to Ashley. Ashley's got speed. Up to the 30, a gain of 7 yards.
Stephen Ashley, a sophomore, is 5'5" and weighs 158 pounds. Small in stature, but so quick. As you see, Melancon finds him up the middle of the field. He's very shifty and moves his feet so quickly, gets downfield. Hard to tackle for most defenders.
Second down and a long 2 for Southern Arkansas. In Blazer territory. D.D. Holyfield in the backfield. He's got speed. And now set to throw. Melancon going deep to the end zone. Terrence Bell is pushed off by Hoyer, and that could be offensive pass interference.
It looks like it will be offensive pass interference. Hoyer shoves Terrence Bell. Terrence Bell had great coverage on the play downfield. Hoyer he did not beat Bell, pushed him, and the refs are discussing it right now as the flag is thrown near the goal line.
Bell, another senior from Riviera Beach, Florida, 6 foot 186. They rule the pass uncatchable, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because if they thought that the pass was uncatchable, then they also thought that the interference was on Terrence Bell.
And they must have thought, I guess they were going to call it on Terrence Bell, defensive pass interference, because they did rule it uncatchable. But what I saw was Hoyer pushing down Terrence Bell. Terrence Bell fell after Hoyer pushed his arm out to him, but it doesn't matter. The penalty, no penalty on the play, and the cowbell's ringing like crazy here.
Southern Arkansas fans have brought some noisemakers. 3rd and 2. D.D. Holyfield up the middle. He's got the first. And Southern Arkansas keeps this drive alive, utilizing their speed. A lot of different running backs from Southern Arkansas.
Just refusing to give up here, showing a lot of heart. Holyfield and the rest of the Southern Arkansas team. Muleriders continue to drive downfield.
Melancon the pitch. It's out to Ashley, who avoids one tackle from Cody Thomas, but is dragged down by Calvin Roberts, a gain of 1.
The Black Swarm has done a great job all game on stopping the option attack of Southern Arkansas. Pitches out to Holy, I think, is that Holy?
Ashley.
Pitches out to Ashley, who gets taken down for a gain of only about 1 yard.
Clock is ticking away, 9 minutes, 15 seconds, play clock at 10. Shotgun formation now for Damian Melancon and Southern Arkansas. And he drops the snap, now picks it up, he's gonna take off and run. Melancon hit but avoids it from Cody Thomas, and he gets down to about the 17-yard line. Damian Melancon making something out of nothing on that play as the snap was dropped. A couple times he's dropped the ball.
Another missed tackle by Cody Thomas. Melancon, his snap is low and he drops it. Another low snap, but he just takes off anyways. Cody Thomas, another missed tackle, second play in a row. Melancon refusing to give up against the Black Swarm defense.
Timeout for a measurement. Melancon is actually hobbling around on the sideline. It would be 2nd down or 3rd down if they don't get this. We'll see where the measurement is.
Looks like they came up short of about a couple of inches.
8 minutes, 48 seconds remaining, 38-21. And it'll be 3rd down and inches for Southern Arkansas. Field goal doesn't much help Southern Arkansas with 8:48. You got to think you got to go for the touchdown here.
Definitely got to go for the touchdown. Southern Ark trying to get some more points on the board.
Jody Smith to the far side, Hoyer to the near side. Melancon holds on to it. It looks like he's got enough for the 1st down.
The clock
continuing to run. We're thinking the same thing. We're on the same page, Matt, as the clock continues to run. Oh, we'll see where they mark it. No, I'm not they are going to say it's a 1st down. It's marked at the 16. And Valdosta State's Black Swarm defense is really going to have to step up here. Hopefully they'll be able to create a turnover, something they've done very well throughout the year, especially in their own red zone. Melancon's only thrown 3 interceptions on the year, but one of them has been today. Here he is back to throw into the end zone. Caught by Hoyer, who's going to be taken down at the 1. Calvin Roberts slipped on that play. Thought he might have had a chance to pick that one off, but slipped, and it'll be 1st.
Nice pass by Melancon. Finds his go-to guy, Hoyer, right on the edge of the field, who doesn't get in for the touchdown. Stopped in his tracks by the Blazer defense.
Valdosta State making the fans in attendance fairly nervous.
Quarterback keeper is good, and a touchdown for the Southern Arkansas Muleriders. Run in by the quarterback, Melancon, who's done pretty much everything today for the Southern Ark team.
2nd rushing touchdown of the day for Damian Melancon. And they strike with 7:52 remaining, and it's a 38-27 game. This extra point could make it a 10-point game. And Valdosta State maybe caught sleeping here in this 2nd half. Kick is up and good, flag on the play. William Montford hit the kicker after the fact. They'll probably decline it, but it might be tacked on to the run.
It is on the Blazers. Call goes against the Blazers.
Not quite sure. Coach Hatcher is not pleased about that as he is out on the field. So Southern Arkansas will kick 15 yards further upfield than they normally would have because of the freshman's mistake. And with 7:52 remaining, 38-28 is your score. Valdosta State making things interesting as they've done all season long. There hasn't been one victory or defeat that's been easy on Blazer fans.
Blazers will get the kickoff right here and try to run some more time off the clock. Maybe not as much passing as we saw in the last drive. Looks like Southern Arkansas is going to set up for an onside kick here to the near side.
Well, you might as well try it now where you're not kicking up from the 35, you're kicking off from the 50. And even if you don't recover it, the ball will still be at least 10 yards downfield on the Blazer 40. David Korf to kick it. Big onside kick opportunity for Southern Arkansas. Looking to come into Valdosta and have a come from behind, a major upset on the Valdosta State Blazers. There's the kick. It's a good bounce. It goes through the Blazers. It's going to be recovered by Torrance Hoyer way downfield to the 20. Valdosta State went straight through him. And the Blazers were looking for something, looking for some sort of flag, something to blame it on, but it's going to be Southern Arkansas ball inside the Blazer 20.
The Blazer special teams caught sleeping. Referees discussing something.
The Blazer offense is out on the field. So I guess they didn't, maybe they ruled that Torrance Hoyer was out of bounds?
I think the ball did go out of bounds when he recovered it. or he had recovered it out of bounds.
First and 10 for the Blazers at their
What a close call for Valdosta State. Timeout called by Southern Arkansas. There is no challenge.
Yeah. You can't challenge here in Division II football, but I'm sure head coach Steve Quinn would like to.
7:52, Blazers catch a break, up 38-28. Watch Vote 2004, a live award-winning election coverage program that will be seen here on VSU-TV starting at 8:30 p.m. Tuesday, November 2nd. Watch as all the breaking political news pours into the VSU studio. That's Tuesday, November 2nd, 8:30 p.m. on VSU-TV.
Valdosta State, very, very lucky there on that onside kick. Nice kick by Southern Arkansas, but unfortunately for them, they couldn't come up with it. Very close call, though, by the refs.
And now you see, as the Southern Arkansas team came back onto the field, motioning to the crowd to get them pumped up.
Maybe looking for a big turnover here, something to go their way. Only down by 10 points.
You don't see too many opposing teams come into opposing stadiums and try to pump up the crowd. Some confidence going the way of the Mule Rider right now. 3 receivers to the near side, including senior Daryl Stevens. To the far side, senior Rod Dalton. Looking to make a big play on senior day and ice this one. Hand off to Tyran Robinson. Robinson spinning through the line, a gain of 3 or 4. Flag on the play.
Coach Hatcher looking to run a little bit of time off this clock. Avoid a potential comeback from the Mule Riders. Tyran Robinson with a nice little run, about 2 or 3 yards.
Flag is on Valdosta State, it appears. Looks like a holding call.
So Tyran Robinson's run nullified by the holding call against the Blazer offense. Now backed up inside the 15-yard line, deep in their own territory.
It'll be 1st and 15 for Valdosta State. Spread formation, 3 receivers to the far side, Stevens to the near side. Walker set to throw, throws it back to Stevens. It is caught by Daryl Stevens. Great catch to tiptoe the line. Over a 10-yard catch there by Daryl Stevens. It'll be 2nd down.
Southern Arkansas fans going crazy, saying that it wasn't caught inside inbounds, but the refs saw it and they said he was in. You only got to get 1 foot in here in college football. And that's what he did. So now it brings up 2nd and about 5 for the Blazers.
7:19 remaining, 10-point lead, 38-28. Blazers have yet to score in the second half. Hard snap count from Fabian, hands it off to Tyran Robinson's gonna use the outside, upended by Cecil Ellis. A gain of about 2, it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play by Ellis, diving at Tyran's feet, taking out his legs, so he had nothing to do but fall down. Only a gain of about 1 or 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down and about 3 yards. Blazer offense been successful all day, 3rd down. This is pretty big clutch play right here for the offense.
3 receivers to the far side. Fabian Walker looks like he's calling an audible. Walker way back in the pocket to throw. Flag on the play. Walker takes off. He's got the 1st down. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a hold against Valdosta State once again. And that's, the referee wasted no time. The white hat signals a hold. Valdosta State will move backwards once again. The Blazers just killing themselves with stupid penalties.
Basically shooting themselves in the foot. Fabian Walker takes off for a giant gain, but as you can see, it is holding on the offense. Now 3rd and long for the Blazers. Deep in their own territory, Muleriders in position to get good coverage if the Blazers don't, good field position if the Blazers don't convert here.
Holding was on Gerald Davis, and he has been replaced by Richard Collier. 3 receivers to the near side. Daryl Stevens, Tyler Arendt, and Bam Adams. To the far side, Rod Dalton. 3rd down and long. Bam Adams catches it. He's tackled immediately at the 25. Not going to be enough for the first down. Valdosta State will have to punt this one away. Clock continues to roll down, under 6 minutes now.
Muleriders got what they wanted on a 3rd down stop, but it looks like, I'm not sure, it's 4th down and about 4 yards. The Blazer offense still on the field as we speak. But here comes the punt team as Coach Hatcher sends them in. Muleriders getting another chance here in the 4th quarter, showing some life. They're not out of it yet, down by 10, 2-possession game. As Hoyer looks to return the punt.
Looks like seemed like there was almost too many men on the field.
Hoyer
The ball
fumbles.
is dropped by Hoyer and it's loose, and Valdosta State has recovered. Terrence Bell recovers. Torrance Hoyer, what a horrible blunder for the Muleriders as the Mule becomes the GOAT and Valdosta State takes over deep in Mulerider territory.
Hoyer just took his eyes off the ball and maybe looking to run before he caught it or heard some footsteps. Either case, Terrence Bell comes up. Penalty against the receiving team. Hoyer fumbles, as you can see. Bell comes up with the recovery. Really a turning point right there. Probably is going to put a dagger into the hearts of all the Muleriders here at Bazemore-Hyder.
I think that penalty was for too many men on the field.
It did look like they had a lot of people on the field.
I counted 12 very quickly. Now Valdosta State takes over. 2 receivers to the far side, Rod Dalton and Clay Calloway. To the near side, Daryl Stevens. Tyron Robinson in the backfield, trying to ice this one for Valdosta State. 5:09 remaining. Handoff is to Will Milton. Keeps churning upfield, up past the 30. Gain of about 6.
VSU offense looking to run some more time off this clock. Now under 5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Blazers up 38-28 on Senior Day at Cleveland Field, Bazemore-Hyder Stadium.
Cecil Ellis coming off the field as he was hurt, now taking his place. Donald Williams. 2 backs in the backfield for the Flame Red and Black. Under 4.5 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Only 1 timeout for Southern Arkansas left. Walker back to throw. He goes deep to the end zone. Clay Calloway is there. He's unable to haul it in. It looked like Calloway got both hands on that one, but couldn't come up with it. Good defensive coverage from Southern Arkansas's Ronnie Booker.
Clay Calloway unable to hold on to it as Fabian Walker finds him in the seam route up the middle of the field. Gets 2 hands on the ball, but couldn't pull it in, almost pushed it down. That would have definitely been a heartbreaker for the Mulerider defense and the whole team. But they come up with a stop and bring up another 3rd down.
VSU has not been as successful as they were in the first half of converting 3rd downs. This is a 3rd and 4 opportunity. Finds Tyran Robinson. Robinson's got the first to the 20, 15, 10. He's going to walk into the end zone. No, they're going to say that he stepped out of bounds at the 5. Many of the fans thought that Valdosta State had scored 6 points, but it's a 1st down nonetheless. Tyran Robinson utilizing his speed out of the backfield.
Key 3rd down conversion for the Blazers. Tyran Robinson. Fabian Walker finds him out of the backfield in the flats. Tyran Robinson hauls it in and then sprints up the sideline. all the way down, but he did step out at the 5-yard line. Refs called him out, didn't get in for the touchdown.
4:02 remaining, 38-28, Valdosta State trying to put more cushion on that lead. Stevens in at the slot, Callaway in motion. Fabian to throw. Into the middle, he's got Rod Dalton on senior day, touchdown. Just hanging out in the middle of that zone. Fabian Walker threw him a 5-yard rocket, and Valdosta State reclaims a 16-point lead for the time being.
Senior Fabian Walker finds his fellow senior Rod Dalton right down the middle of the field for the Blazer touchdown here on senior day.
Will Rohde, another senior, 19 of them on this VSU squad, set to kick the extra point. It is through the uprights, 45-28, and a big touchdown there from Valdosta State. But you got to think that Terrence Bell's recovery on Torrance Hoyer's horrible miscue on the punt was the turning point. Southern Arkansas was about to get the ball back. They were within 10 points. They could have cut it to closer than that. But unfortunately, miscues like that separate championship teams from bottom-dwelling teams. And Southern Arkansas looking at a 4-6 season after this game, as long as Valdosta State can hold it for the last 3 minutes and 56 seconds.
Valdosta State with an offensive explosion in the first half, but not too much in the second half until that last drive you just saw, ending with a Rod Dalton touchdown from Fabian Walker. The Muleriders out to return the kick as VSU will kick it off.
Under 4 minutes left in this one. Michael Green to kick it away. 45-28. High-scoring affair for these teams. Valdosta State's offense has been inconsistent on putting points on the board all year long. Put over 50 up on Delta State. Just 24 on a great North Alabama team. Mike Green. And it's dropped again. He downs it in the end zone. Torrance Jones. The Torrance is just dropping the ball as of late.
Special teams, a huge factor here for Southern Arkansas. Fumbled punt return. The couple of mistakes here by Stephen Ashley earlier in the game, not bringing the ball out when he shouldn't have. Another fumbling for him. Special teams really needs to shape it up here for Southern Arkansas if they want to have any success the rest of the season. But the Blazer special teams have been exceptionally well, with Vincent Brown returning kickoffs and Bama Adams returning the punts.
An old football proverb. Special teams won't win you a whole lot of games, but it sure will lose you many. 3 minutes, 56 seconds into the game. Josh Sanfilippo as Melancon takes a break and hopefully hits the ice. Handoff up the field, a gain of 8 yards on the play from Torrance Jones.
And it looks like the Blazers have this game under control as Filippo hands off to
Torrance Jones on the carry, a gain of 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2 with 3.5 minutes remaining. Sanfilippo hands it off again. This time it's Ashley. The little kid brought down after no gain. He's only 5'5", playing Division II football. That's an accomplishment in itself.
From Kilgore, Texas.
Only one timeout for Southern Arkansas. 3 minutes remaining in this one. 45-28. Valdosta State on top on senior day. Looking to go 4-0 at home this season. Only 4 home games on the docket for this year. This is the last one. Sanfilippo is dragged down in the backfield by Tim Thompson.
Tim Thompson drags down Filippo. Nice sack, big sack on the play. Tim Thompson. And it looks like Sanfilippo gets drugged down by Tim Thompson in the backfield. Loss of about 3 or 4 yards. 4th down now as the Muleriders will punt the ball away back to the Blazers.
2 minutes, 10 seconds in this one. Tony Grieco on to punt it away. Back deep, Bama Adams and Raymond Thomas. The kick is up, fair catched by Raymond Thomas. Both Bam Adams and Raymond Thomas, a little bit of miscommunication. There's a flag on the play from the side judge.
Raymond Thomas and Bama Adams were both looking up at the ball, waved both of their hands at the same time. Didn't see each other do that. Kind of bumped shoulders there, but not too bad of a miscue for the Blazers. They haul it in and start another offensive possession.
Also a holding call on that play against Valdosta State, which will push the initial point of possession backwards into the Blazer offensive or defensive zone. 1:50 in this one. You got to think that Valdosta State's going to come out and run the ball a little bit.
They send Sean Calhoun into quarterback for the first time today. Another senior out there at the QB position for the Blazers.
At their own 33-yard line.
Not too many snaps by other quarterbacks this season for the Blazers. Mitch Stewart's had a few attempts this season. Sean Calhoun got a chance to play last home game when Fabian Walker couldn't find his helmet on the sideline. This is a handoff to Latrey Walker. Walker to the 35.
Timeout taken by the Muleriders.
So they take their final timeout with 1:43, 45-28 Valdosta State. They will not be able to stop the clock anymore. Latrey Walker, a rare carry. Late in games does Walker get in. Sean Calhoun talking things over with Coach Chris Hatcher. And maybe, just maybe, they're talking about Macbeth, which is one of the finest tragedies ever written. And it will be performed by the VSU Theater Department. Performances will be starting on November 11th at 7:30 in the VSU's Collier Theater. Starting November 11th, you can go see Macbeth put on by your fellow students. Maybe Coach Hatcher will go see that one. Or Sean Calhoun.
Or maybe me and you.
Not as a date. 1:43 remaining. Latrey Walker in the backfield. Drew Willis has entered the game as a tight end. Former quarterback for this Valdosta State team. Sean Calhoun holds on to it. And look at him go. Up to the 44-yard line for Calhoun. Close to a Blazer first, but I think he's a yard short.
Sean Calhoun fakes the handoff. Busts right up the middle for his first carry of the day on senior day, getting some playing time here at the end of the game. With about 1 minute and 13 seconds left, it looks like the Blazers have control and will take this game to the house.
Tommy Parker to the far side enters the game for the first time. Held on to again by Sean Calhoun. He reaches ahead for the Blazer first. Smart play there by Calhoun as he was going down, pokes out the ball, gets a Blazer first down.
Sean Calhoun, fake handoff, looks to be the same play they just ran. Calhoun stretches out there and does get that Blazer first down, like you just said. Clock winding down here in the final seconds of the game with the Muleriders down 28-45. Blazers up on senior day.
Clock at 43 seconds. Play clock at 7 seconds. 3 receivers to the far side. We'll see if they let Calhoun throw. They don't. They give it to Latrey Walker. Stumbles up the middle for about 3 yards.
And that should be the last play of the game. Maybe one more step. Looks like they're going to go ahead and get one more snap in.
Tyler Pruitt enters the game for the first time. As the running back, we'll see if he gets the carry. Sophomore running back. And they do give it to Pruitt. Pruitt up the middle. Pruitt bust out. Inside, close to the 30-yard line. Tyler Pruitt on the final play of the game get some good yardage. You like to see that on senior day. The Blazers pumped up about it. They win this one 45-28. Southern Arkansas, though, give them credit. Though 4-6 on the season, now 2-6 in the conference, they did not give up the entirety of this game. They gave the Blazers a run, and without some miscues, Valdosta State could have lost this game.
It was close there at the end. Muleriders had a chance to jump back on top or close the gap of the lead of the Blazers, but they didn't, so they will hop back on their mules and ride on home out of here.
Back to Magnolia, Arkansas. That is it for VSU-TV's coverage of the Valdosta State University football Blazer schedule. 45-28 the final in this one. I'd like to thank everybody involved with the VSU television broadcast and everybody involved with the VSU football team. That's been it. It's been fun. For Matthew Militano, I'm Brice Zimmerman. We'll see you next year on VSU-TV.